Welcome, welcome. Everything good? Perfect. Hello everybody. Welcome to my office, my slice of real life here in the VTube world. I am librarian VTuber Star Shadow, aka Star. Real life working librarian. Librarian, definitely. Working, we're kind of in between, I think. Technically working, but yeah, we're making it work right now. Still getting paid. I think that's the big thing. Still getting paid as a librarian. Not to say I won't be a librarian in the future, because I will be. But with all the stuff going on here, we are in the midst of a big process to move out of this house and into a new one in another place where I will be a librarian. So it will be only like a week and a half of not working, but that's fine because I am not really working as it is because spending a lot of time dealing with all of this. It's crazy, but it's exciting. It's exciting. But I'm also a father with a daughter and 3 cats, and when everyone has settled down to play games, which we're gonna do. Because we're in the middle of the Honkai Star Rail story here. And we do need to continue on playing, because the time is limited right now. Time is limited, but we're making it work. Got a few more weeks left before we hit that. Before I have to pack everything up here and get ready to move. But then should be able to get some streaming in once we get settled in. So it shouldn't be too long, but I'll know more in a couple weeks when I get a little bit more information, get a chance to see things. I'll actually be able to see our temporary location, and then I'll have a better idea whether we're going to be able to continue or not. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it might be in a different form. Almost certainly will be in a different form. But we'll see what we have, what we can do to do that. We'll see what kind of setup we can set up. I think that's the big thing. I don't know yet. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful here.
Those moments spent anchored in quiet harbors. I miss them as I miss
I should
fleeting
switch up.
folk.
But let's see here. We have had our problems here in terms of what's going on here. We ended up making it in to the fight against Irontomb, but even though we did everything we could, including the boss fight, which we had to actually switch to the casual mode to finish up because I don't know what's going on there. But Irontomb may be successful, but we still have a chance, and that's what we're getting into. We've come through these memories, met up with Cyrene again, and via the remembrance we can come back and try to take care of things once again.
Are you ready, friend?
So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get in, get out. So am I set up for this? I'm not 100% sure. We'll give it a shot. So yeah, we're back. So we have to it's another one where you have to include Cyrene. And this is where we had a ton of problems because of everything that went on. I tried to select, but it didn't let me. Okay, so we have to bring Cyrene. I kind of want us to bring their story stuff instead. So we may have to go through and do something. Thinking maybe even. Now we need more attack. Could bring Finon. I guess we probably should bring Finon. I don't want to use Finon though. Finon's kind of boring. It's kind of boring to use Finon. Let's try something like this and we'll see how it goes.
Seek the 13 factors of life, and let them converge into the primordial chaos. Using the remembrance of the past, we will trailblaze tomorrow's destiny.
Alright.
Infusing a world-bearing love into destruction. And inscribe the opening stroke of Genesis.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
See you.
Tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, that was a lot of everyone there.
If the view in your memory ever grows fuzzy, just reach out and touch it.
Ooh. Unprotected handholding.
Then, restore its power to nourish the spirit. My friend, on the next page we write together, there's only one thing we need to do.
Win, baby. Just win.
Give this long, painful, nearly hopeless tale a truly gentle ending.
Oh.
The flame chase was never about destruction. It
Oh.
was about breaking free and trailblazing.
Got her back. It's all good.
Right future. Be as we've written.
Maybe I should have brought down Hung. I guess the shielding kind of worked last time.
I shall compose 400 million sagas.
We will rewrite
The flame chaser's path.
Oh, this is a little bit different.
In the month of joy, I lift my banqueting cup to dispel nihility.
In the month of balance, I make order the foundation of freedom.
Come on, let's write down our love to cover up the ink stains of hate. What does this mean over here? Okay, we know of Cyrene. Irontomb, Treeby, Hycelan's, Ceridra. Treeby's Harmony, Hycelan's is Nihility. Ceridra's Order. Progress check, error check failed. Okay, but I want to see what says over. Okay, that's not explaining what's going on with all that 22 by 78 and everything.
Look, the show has begun.
Alright, so let's start tossing out our stuff here.
Name this fate. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
Thank you. And I'll give you what you need.
Alright.
Embrace a new life.
I'll light him up. I'll light him up. Use it up because we need him.
Protect us.
We need the ultimates.
Until
heal him up.
Thank you. And I'll
Don't
give
need an
you
ultimate
what
yet.
Cosmos is looking at us. Take the answer.
Boom. Ow.
That won't work, you know.
Okay. Oh, they took our shit here, man. You have yours, so let's do it.
Embrace a new life.
Alright, let's use it and find out what's going on here.
Will turn into stars and light up the cosmos.
In the month of weaving, I extend golden threads to weave beauty.
In the month of reaping, I enlighten the foolish with luminary erudition.
In the month of fortune, I scatter elation throughout the dawning day.
So they all have their paths. Alright,
We're all here.
do your shizzle.
May life and death sprout new buds.
Okay. I was hoping that we would get a good, gonna roll out of that, but did not quite get to what I needed. It's fine though.
Let's
Okay,
create
good,
a
good,
miracle
good.
of humanity. This is eternity.
Gotta make sure that
We're all here. May reason enlighten
we're using
the
our
truth.
ultimates here.
Cleanse hatred with love.
Nice. Gotta make sure I have a heal coming
Insanity.
for this here, so we can go boom.
Sunshine.
We can go boom.
And I'll give
Can
you
go
what
boom.
you need.
Faint like the
Let me go
sun
like this.
the star of the sky.
Thank you.
Boom.
And I'll give you
Let me hit
what
that.
you need.
Let me hit it. You're gonna stab us. You gonna stab us? Okay, we're taking it. We're taking it. We're taking it. Barely, but we're taking it.
Embrace
taking
a
it.
new life.
We'll also do this
The ending will be penned by every beating heart.
because we gotta take care of this. They already had a huge advantage, so we're trying to fix that advantage. Okay, this should break, right?
May death protect us.
All right. Hitting it hard.
Oh, I told you already. We are the ones who will move forward.
Nice.
In the month of strife, I become the glory of the eternal hunt.
In the month of mourning, I bid death to no longer be equilibrium's end.
In the month of Everday, I form twilight into the faint sparks of preservation.
Ooh, a shout out to the equilibrium now.
This is eternity.
I think that only I wasn't trying to auto.
Lady, it's as warm as an embrace.
Light him up. Light him
May
up.
death protect us.
Oh, look at the love is winning. Oh, we finally got ahead of it.
With this divine power, I reforge
There
all
we go.
things.
There we go. Oh, grave wounded. That sucks. It's not what we wanted.
Take the answer.
All right. Don't really need to heal, I don't think. Do we whack it? Oh, I thought that would be enough. Mother.
Insanity
They would do that to me.
to the soul.
They would do that to me. That hurts a little bit. Yeah, that hurts a lot because we're getting completely destroyed here.
All here. May reason enlighten the truth.
I don't like it.
What's the matter?
You don't have enough to do anything. That's not good.
Insanity to the soul.
We were all healed up too. That's the sad part. And we're about to all die again. Everyone died again.
Accidental nap. You all
Time to say see the end.
It didn't matter because they got a fucking turn again. I don't understand how that
$400 million
does a trillion hit points.
We will rewrite the Flame Chaser's
Alright.
path.
In the month of Gate, I command the wandering steps here to reach harmony.
In the month of Joy, I lift my banqueting cup to dispel nihility.
In the month of balance, I make order the foundation of freedom.
Also, a shout out to the order there. Alright, so we do a lot of damage here. Like, we start off strong. It's that second part that really
Dispel the gloom.
was killing us there near. We got about halfway through.
Don't worry. We're all here.
Okay.
May life and death sprout new buds. Trillions
Right, let's
of memories will turn into stars.
Start
in
trying to
light
turn
of
it
the
against them.
continents.
Because we did get ahead. We were ahead for a little bit, and then they got 30 million turns in a row, which is always fun.
Etch this moment into eternity.
I forgot that we're not all the way on speedy. We're going real slow.
May death protect us.
What is going on? See, look at that. Already back. We've lost how many? 30? 30%?
Shall remember this moment.
In the month of weaving, I extend golden threads to weave beauty.
In the
Alright.
month of reaping, I enlighten the foolish with luminary.
I had to get rid of that because we knew this was coming. Now they gotta hit us again.
Elation throughout the dawning
Going.
Let's
Oh, you
create a
can.
miracle
Okay,
of
195.
new life.
Jesus.
This is eternity.
I used it all up.
May death protect us.
Okay,
Oh,
we're
here.
at 70,000. Okay,
May reason enlighten the truth.
doing everything we can here.
Hatred with love.
I'm just a frail scholar.
Okay, to think about how I want to do this with my skill points here.
If you still have questions, please speak up.
Okay, I think I can get away with this.
Insanity.
Life is not so.
I just gotta heal every time with or not Hisenza, with or Cinnamon. Or I would if we didn't freaking die after. How does it go any faster? Yeah, we did these. Okay.
I shall compose
I wanted to
400
switch my
million
team.
sagas.
I guess I have to do it.
We will rewrite the Flame Chaser's path.
In the month of Gate, I command the wandering steps here to reach harmony.
In the month of Joy, I lift my banqueting cup to dispel nihility.
In the month of balance, I make order the foundation of freedom. This is eternity.
That's not what I wanted. Can I do this now? Yeah.
All here. May life and death sprout new buds.
I almost feel like I should wait then. So after they do this, wait, do I get health back from it? I don't think so. I think it's just a... Using ultimate can regain 1 energy, deal massive true damage. Allied hunter using ultimate. What does that mean? Like, should I be using it now then? Is that what I'm trying to say?
Trillions of memories
Actually,
will
that doesn't
turn
work
into
for
stars
Castros
and
anyway.
light up the cosmos.
No one else got any, so it doesn't even matter.
May death protect us!
That won't work, you know.
The future is great.
Okay, everyone gets healed.
So make it wait.
Kind of have to use these as we get them. I could have waited.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
In the month of
But I
weaving,
want to be regenerating
I extend
energy.
golden threads to weave beauty.
In the month of reaping, I enlighten the foolish
I like having
with luminary
Castresses
erudition.
going because she...
In the month of fortune, I scatter elation throughout the dawning day.
Because her ultimate is easy to trigger.
That hurts a bit.
Okay. I wanted to use her blast here, but it takes HP and we're about to get hit again. Because apparently this thing has a 300 speed. Yeah. I can't do anything about that.
Embrace a new life.
May death protect us!
Let's create a miracle of humanity. Take the answer. We're all here. May the sky heal the twilight. Cleanse hatred with love.
Okay, it's gonna hit and do some stuff that's gonna help.
So make it wait.
Thank you.
Oh, that didn't...
And I'll give you what you
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought for sure that would trigger her ultimate again. Okay, so we're supposed to be at 52. Okay, we should be good until it reheals, which is going to do very soon. We're already hurt again. Like, this is supposed to heal too. Yeah, restores.
I want to go on a swing.
May this faint light dispel the gloom.
Because we need to be up as much HP as possible right now.
This is eternity.
Okay, we broke, but of course it's unbroken already. Grey wound has already been done. Hit you with this.
Let me add some rays of dawn.
Okay, let's add this in.
I reforge all things.
Let's hit this. Okay, I should be able to get that off then. Hopefully no one dies. Oh my god, come on! It oh, it hit and took all the freaking energy.
May death protect us!
We're all here. May reason enlighten the truth.
Oh, we gotta use this and hope that it does enough damage.
That will drown the tomb of hatred.
to knock something out of the game? Nope.
Oh, I told you already. We are the ones who will move forward.
I just nuked the hell out of them.
I become the glory of the eternal hunt.
Okay,
In
next.
the month of mourning, I bid death to no longer be equilibrium's end.
In the month of
Like right now, we're about halfway through it,
into the faint sparks of
but it
preservation.
jumped ahead of me in the turn order.
Have some sunshine. Thanks. All energized.
Okay, we're gonna use the ultimate.
Fate.
'Cause I think we would lose it if we get hit by the next attack.
The cosmos is looking at it. This is eternity.
Embrace a new life.
Like, I'm getting confused of which one. It used to be the blue one that was the one that did everything to
May death protect us.
our energy, which is what's important.
May reason.
Because we need our energy in order to trigger all this stuff. We're still winning, apparently.
To the soul. Look. With this divine power, I reforge all
Should
things.
break, right? If I hit it again,
The story of the flame chase is the tide.
In the month of cultivation, I turn into the ridges and peaks of permanence.
In the month of Evermore, I weave remembrance into countless stars in the sky.
In the month of freedom, I impart destruction unto the shackles of destiny.
oh, alright. That leaves what, us, Cyrene? I guess she's not technically a Titan. Who are we missing? Anahang, March, Finan. We have Mighty, Kestra's, Heights. Okay, well, actually, we're not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, interesting. So, progress check error, check failed. Irontomb repair failed. With the Glaring Beauty, and next bringing Erudition, Cypher bringing Elation, Irontomb restart. There's a logic error. What's up, Not Sure How you doing? The Mighty brought the Hunt, Kestra's to Equilibrium, Hyacinth gave us the Preservation. And now Cyrene has imported and entered Love. Resolution, the prime mover of life. Preset enters Hatred, but wants to prove it. Proof error. Working on art's cool, man. Alright, so now Downhung brought up the Permanence. March 7th, the Remembrance. Destruction. Okay. This is taking all kinds of concentration for some reason. Wait, this is... We're doing pretty good. If it just takes one mistake and we get our asses whipped here.
The cosmos is looking at us. Take
I think we can get away with it. Are you going to be unbroken? Yep. Of course. Should have known. Should have known. Oh, and they get the next turn too? Awesome. I love it.
sunshine.
Is that enough? That's not enough? Oh my god.
Embrace a new life.
Oy, 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 oy. Okay. Okay, Serene's got a turn next. It's not enough damage to do anything though. And we barely do any damage to the hand. It's always fun.
We're all here. May
I
we
wish that we were doing a little bit more damage. It's not the
rewrite
best.
destruction with me.
What's the matter?
It's not like we can break. That'd be nice.
Insanity.
Okay, we're at least at full HP. Is that gonna work? This is the problem. Nope, it's not gonna work because you're gonna get 10 more shots at us, aren't you? Of course.
As you wish. Embrace a new life.
We're close now too. It's what sucks.
May death protect us.
Let's create a miracle of humanity. Take the answer.
Why you? What the hell? Why are you skipping in a turn order, man? I don't understand. Ah. What's the point of this frickin' turn order then? Alright, it's so stupid. Yeah, I don't care.
I shall compose 400 million sagas.
I don't care. At this point, I don't care. We went through this the first time we fought Irontomb too, and just got tired of it. It's just,
The wandering steps here to reach harmony.
Month of joy, I lift my banqueting cup to dispel
Alright.
nihility.
to make it a lot easier, might as well just go through it.
I make order the foundation of freedom.
But what kind of art you working on, Netra?
Embrace new life, Pollux.
May this faint light
Stuff.
dispel the gloom.
Oh, I
Restore
died.
clear skies. Once more.
Why are we going on slow?
All energized.
There we go. Now I can move forward.
This is eternity. We're all here.
Emotes. Oh, that's awesome. And Christmas stuff. Cool.
May life and
That's
death
awesome.
Sprout new buds.
May death protect us.
I was like, ain't it too early for Christmas? But it's really not. Christmas season started real early.
Threads to weave beauty.
And it is technically past Thanksgiving now, so.
I enlighten the foolish with luminary erudition.
Oh, nice.
In the month of fortune, I scatter elation throughout the dawning day.
The animated emotes, of course, always fun.
Let's create a miracle of Take the answer. Mavis,
All right,
smell the
let's get this out of here.
Restore the skies. Thanks. All energized.
Life is not so fragile.
It's too early, but they have to be ready by Christmas. Yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, even still, Christmas season starts way too early sometimes. Just in general. But I understand. Yeah, art takes a while. You would have had to start, you know, even before this, like around Halloween, I'm guessing.
To the soul.
Show me the way.
Thank you. And
All right.
I'll give you what you need.
We're all here. May the sky heal the twilight. Rewrite destruction with me.
Okay, come on now.
Oh, hold on a second. I told you already. We are the ones who will move forward.
Boom. Nice.
In the month of strife, I become the glory of the eternal hunt.
In the month of mourning, I
Will we get to
no
the
longer be
last
equally
bit of dialogue? Guessing yes.
I form twilight into the faint sparks.
But we are definitely doing a lot more damage.
I will pass on.
Alright, Castros.
your gift,
You win.
lady. It's as warm as an embrace. May death protect us!
I want to hit you with the old thing, but I don't think it's smart. Even at this juncture.
What's the matter? Insanity. To them in the month of cultivation.
Alright. So probably take care of everything.
Ridges and peaks of permanence.
In the month of Evernight, I weave remembrance.
I didn't even need to.
Countless stars in the sky.
In the
I didn't even
month
need to
of
do that.
freedom, I impart destruction unto the shackles of destiny.
May reason
Okay.
enlighten the truth.
Getting everyone out the way here. Okay, perfect. We've gotten that freaking achievement 50 times.
Insanity.
Oh, I didn't really need to press that right then. Good thing this isn't normal difficulty here. I would have, I would have screwed up. That would have been bad. Would have bad, Homer.
Thank you.
Now it really doesn't matter.
I'll give you what you.
Fallacy, contradictions,
If
errors.
you never had a chance to be the master of your own destiny, why not give us that choice? Let humanity prove to you that even the breeding grounds of destruction can bloom with gentle flowers.
Alright, folks, heroes, let's give this epic tale the most romantic finale ever.
At the end, we shall trailblaze a dawn for the road ahead.
And pen a genesis as I've written.
Progress, destroy, erudition. Fighting it again from the beginning? Query, prime mover, new answer, destruction. Source of cognicide. What? Oh, we gotta, like, mash the button. I didn't realize that.
Reject this false answer.
That was a new one for me. Cognicide.
Embrace the stars.
What? Hey!
To end the destruction with destruction. At last, we can sit together and watch the victory fireworks, partner.
Hey, it's everyone.
Why not come a little closer?
Oh.
This warmth is proof that we live.
More hand holding. More hand holding.
Stay strong. Eyes forward, always. This arrow isn't the end, but the beginning of hope.
I didn't know this was NC-17. My God.
The conclusion is irrefutable. Noose's answer was never destruction. But they kept silent, leaving the solution in the hands of the cosmos. The universe will keep searching and struggling to endure. In the face of the destruction, it may once again stand on the edge of annihilation. But the stars will always rise to ride the waves and embrace existence once more.
Huh. It's crazy, man. Oh, bro, you lost.
It's over, Lycurgus.
Yes, another failure. How is Madame Herta?
She's fine. The IPC is keeping her under observation. She'll recover soon enough.
To bind a mortal body to a scepter and stare straight at an eon. I respect her for that.
Yeah. Can't deny that.
I still remember the terror of witnessing a single gaze crushing the entire world.
No wonder you chose the destruction. Question: is all this worth it?
There's no point in debating. This is Xandar One Kuwabara's fate. The prime mover of the universe. The first genius. And the first to fail.
Correction. I was asking Lycurgus.
That's cold, man. That's cold.
I don't know how to measure the worth of curiosity being satisfied. But in its presence, all the bitter fruits I've sown seem to turn sweet.
But your harvest was watered in blood. Answer me. Is all this worth it?
It doesn't matter to me. Let me tell you a story. Back when he was a student, Xandar's first experiment was slipping poison into his mentor's pipe, just to see how it would affect the lungs.
Oof.
And?
There was no conclusion. His conscience got the better of him. Even so, the truth came out. He was harshly punished. Oh, that cruel mentor died of lung cancer 2 years later. It had nothing to do with Xandar.
Or did it? I mean, that's a case of one thing possibly leading to another. Can't mess with someone's lungs, and when they get lung cancer, be like, I didn't have nothing to do with it.
His fate is no different now. Sentiment clashed with reason, and Lycurgus was born from the latter. But whichever side we take, in the end, curiosity claims us all.
You've handed yourself a death sentence. And yet, Irontomb's fall still isn't sealed, right? Fu Li, the key variable, still hasn't made their move.
As the Theoros, Lycurgus has reached the end of his road. If you can, take my body to the fallen Adlevin. There, you'll find a formula. It is Xandar's final gift to you. If the day ever comes when you must destroy the erudition with your own hands, it'll come to your aid.
Interesting. Are they hinting that we might have to destroy the erudition at some point?
A foolish last wish. I won't grant it.
You will. Not for yourself, but for your conscience. Listen. The death knell for the geniuses has begun to toll. As always, Let me go first. To the prisoners who stepped out of the cave, stand before my tombstone and offer flowers of Adlevin.
I really do enjoy how Screwlum, who is the inorganic being that we're most acquainted with, is the most normal out of everyone else in this freaking game. Complete and total normie, even as a genius.
Here,
It's pretty cold, 6 degrees. I'm guessing that's Celsius.
I'm back on the express?
Call to Merchant Down Hung, call to Himiko Welt, call to Papa. Call out for Mom and Dad.
Himiko! Mr. Yang!
No response.
That wasn't very long, lady.
Am I the first one back on the express?
Try sending them a message. Guys, the battle's over. Are you guys back on the express? I need a big hug from someone. Or are you guys pranking me? Oh. Really need a big hug right now. Anyone?
Nobody's here. I'm getting worried. Did we really win? Why does it feel so unreal?
Why do you have a balloon on your ceiling?
Looks like they are waking up. Hey, I told you not to talk.
It's our Amphoria's friends.
Someone's in the bathroom. An intruder. Better be careful and check it out.
Oh no, she's coming this way. Quick, hide in here. Huh?
Let's check out our room. Forgot we had this arcade machine. That's pretty cool. Can't talk to our computer though. A little bit of food. Look at all that. That's a lot of freaking jelly beans, I guess. Ooh, they could be definitely not, but peanut M&Ms maybe? That would work. One second. They're not. I'm surprised they haven't like said anything more. We leave? Oh, they haven't let us leave. Ah. They all in the tub?
Nobody's here. Could it be my imagination? Bloop, bloop.
What the hell?
Caught you.
Pinecaster is hiding in the bathtub. What about in the shower? You can't shake the feeling that something's lurking in this cramped space. Too bad you don't have any proof. Innocent until proven guilty. Let's give this bathroom that smells a bit cat-like a pass for now.
Never mind. I should check out the bathtub first.
She dead? She's been in there like a full like 5 minutes. We just gotta wait. Oh, I have to continue, okay. For some unknown reason, the water in the bathtub had turned into a thick, opaque, golden liquid. Based on your recent experiences, golden liquid brings back many horrifying memories. But for now, it's just a cover for certain people to hide behind. So sad. Oops. What did I pick? Quit hiding. Oh, there had to have been a better one.
I can't go on.
They're both in there.
You...
So it's a dream after all. I'm out.
Wait, please. This isn't what you think.
This looks like the start of something interesting. We like, you know, we can. There's no censor bars, but it's okay. We can go in that direction.
Ugh, I told you to keep quiet. You really can't keep your cool, huh, Princess Homebody?
I'm not Lady Hycelan's. Even the embodiment of death needs to breathe sometimes.
Yeah, whatever. It's all the same anyway. Gotcha there, Grey Mystery.
Oh wow, how shocking. Too bad nothing really phases me anymore.
So composed, Grey Mystery. It looks like that big battle really helped you grow up, didn't it? Speaking of which, your Astral Express is quite luxurious. I hear you travel to different worlds. Must have collected quite a few interesting treasures.
Where are my companions? Did you kidnap them? Oh, okay, we gotta go through these. Where are my companions? Did you kidnap them?
Hey now, don't go throwing wild accusations around.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. I wasn't actually gonna do anything. Don't be so tense.
Why are you folks on the express?
Who knows? One moment we were shouting about love and justice, fighting Irontomb's virus. And next thing I know, we're all on this express. No idea how that happened.
It's not just Miss Cypher and me. Everyone's been in this car for a while now. Miss, why don't you go say hi to them?
We have business to take care of here first. It doesn't track my eyebrows fast enough. We didn't break anything. Don't let the conductor catch you.
Don't worry. Everyone's following the rules here. If you're worried, feel free to check everything out yourself, miss.
Right. Oh. Where'd Cypher go then?
Miss, I'm truly sorry for sneaking into your bath without permission.
No, it's okay.
But I've been wondering, why is there a pack of red chili oil sitting by the bath?
Oh, do you want to find out? Yeah, eyebrows again. A little bit. I love eating instant noodles while taking a bath.
That's quite bizarre, to say the least. Please make sure Lady Aglaya doesn't find out. She's a firm defender of traditional bathing, you know. We've walked around this car for a bit already. The Astral Express that you've mentioned so many times is truly heartwarming. Like one big family that never splits up.
Well,
perhaps living in such an environment made your embrace feel so warm.
Oh, she blushed. All right, go to the party car. I mean, I know it's called the party car, but I mean, what kind of party we could be throwing here?
I gotta say, Grey Mystery, you've got quite the collection of treasures in this fancy bedroom of yours. A flying amphora model I've never seen before. A head that looks just like a Titan's. And those weird Mr. Pocket Watch figurines.
Take whatever you like. You're not trying to get handsy, are you?
What do you think? You know what they say in Dolos. No matter where you are, never stop chasing money.
Oh my. Don't tell me you actually believe that. Don't worry. Delosians are the most well-mannered folks around. They never do anything like that.
Besides, the reason I say they're precious is that each one carries the footprints of your trailblazing journey. Priceless treasures are the true art of thievery. When you get the chance, tell me more about your adventures.
Gotcha. We gotcha. Well, maybe we could go sit in the bath maybe and do this.
Wow! What a spacious car!
Jesus.
And these floor tiles are gorgeous! Trian, don't run around in other people's homes!
Where's the robot at?
A moderate system, similar to the Demigod Council, is the only guarantee of a long-lasting civilization. In my view, most civilizations across the cosmos will eventually evolve into this form.
I beg to differ. In such a vast jungle, the dictatorship system exhibited by early Akama is the only example of guaranteed survival.
The system might not be the key. Force and resources are the decisive factors.
We're having debates. All right, little Eco, where? Hyson. You gonna be able to do anything but doot? Doot, doot, doot. Doot, doot, doot.
What's your step, teachers? Ah, Gray. Look who's finally awake. I hope Cassie and Miss Cypher's little prank didn't scare you too much.
I thought to it right away. So you do all along, huh?
They were so enthusiastic. I didn't have the heart to stop them. When we woke up, the entire express was completely empty. Not a single soul in sight. Such a shame. I was looking forward to making new friends, especially since they were Gray's most trusted travel companions.
I'm worried about it. About them. How did I make it back? I'm worried about them.
Don't worry. We beat Irontomb together, right? They must be on their way home. When they arrive, we can throw a party together. That's exactly the kind of thing Lord Finan has been dreaming about.
Finan? He's here too?
He was just here chatting with everyone. Now, who knows where he's run off to? Lord Finan's always been quite the restless one. But you're used to that by now, right?
Yeah, it's like an over-caffeinated kid.
Have another drink, my Demos.
Sure.
Those three have been chatting over there for quite a while now. Why don't you go say hi to them, Bree?
Or I could go and talk to Trebios. Where's Trebi and Trian?
I finally caught you, Trian. Running so fast in someone else's home? How rude of you! All according to plan. Trian lured you here on purpose. Look, there are several adorable outfits here. Trian wants you to try them on so Trian can draw you looking all cute. Oh my! You even dare to scheme against yourself? Lucky for me, I came prepared.
Ha!
Time for a surprise attack. The hero of justice, Trinan. Trinan has been lying in wait here for a while.
We will make Trianne taste her own medicine.
Two against one? That's not fair! Little Gray, you came just in time. Help me out here.
Stands idly by. No way we're hanging in. I'm coming. No. She deserves it.
Trianne, good luck.
Ha.
Even little Gray's saying that. Darn it! Trianne won't give in!
Gonna run again?
Trianne ran away. Trinan will fulfill the ambush duty.
The Trevios is all laughing and playing around together. That must be quite the rare sight in Little Gray's memories, huh?
That's true. But now everyone will be alright.
Yeah, everyone will be alright. Look, every hero has put down their burden and returned to their innocent, childlike selves. After all, just thinking about how warm and bright Little Gray's tomorrow will be fills us with genuine joy and lets us breathe a sigh of relief. So, today, why don't you let Trevi enjoy some rare moments of childhood too?
Alright.
Wait up! Trianne, don't you dare run away!
Ha. Let them go. Look at them go. Are they still running? Which way did they run to? Did they disappear? What the hell? Alright. The grown-ups. The grown-up table.
Look who's here. If it isn't the master of the Astral Express.
Oh, don't let Pom Pom hear that.
It's good to see you.
Glad to see you're safe and sound. I helped myself to some equipment and drinks from this, bar of yours. Hope you don't mind.
What are you talking about? Shush!
Daring to tell the Imperator to shush? If this were Akuma, your head would have already parted ways from your body.
I think Tsuruja knows better than to try that with us.
The drinks on this express are quite unique. Perfect for discussing topics befitting our tipsy state. Now that you are here, why don't we let someone who's truly worldly enlighten us?
Looks like you came at just the right time.
I do not mind.
What form of government have most civilizations across this vast cosmos survived with to this day?
I'm not old enough to enjoy talking about this kind of stuff. I'm not well read enough to understand all this stuff. Whatever, it'll all end up under my control anyway. That one.
That's exactly the kind of answer I'd expect from you.
I bestow upon the Astral Express this supreme mission. You must spread the great deeds of Amphorius to every corner of the cosmos. Thus, capable individuals from countless worlds will surely find inspiration in the Flame Chase's tales and embark on their own grand journeys.
It's hard to say if that'd be a blessing or a curse for the cosmos. I can imagine our conversations here will only get more unrestrained. Don't let our rare moments of joy hold you back.
That's cool.
This banquet on the Express truly lacks manners. You may leave. I permit it.
You... Ow. Don't ask you, Zerdra.
That man just left. Wouldn't even stay for another drink. He needs to show more respect. If you're looking for him, try your luck in the car above.
That's where we live. Do you mean the car ahead, maybe?
Speaking of origins, Kremnos was the first Emphorian city-state to establish the Council of Elders system. But we stopped iterating on it around the year 3000 of the Light Calendar. As for the reason, a system is but a blade. As long as the one who wields the sword is valiant enough, even a dull blade can sweep through thousands.
Don't forget that the Flame Chase army under the Imperator's command actually managed to subdue the Kremnoans during the Chrysos War.
I'd say that wasn't a victory of the system, but rather a triumph of the Flame Chase army's might and the Imperator's cunning strategies. Wouldn't you agree?
Interesting. Trying to sway my position with flattery, are you?
This is not flattery.
See, this is what happens when you put the Empress of Law and the Crown Prince of Strife in the same room.
Looking at us. Fourth wall breaking. No wonder Finite left the conversation.
Go meet the others. I'll keep an eye on these two Chrysos heirs and make sure their discussion stays at a pleasantly tipsy level.
Alright. What does Hyacinth gotta say?
Those three have been chatting over there for quite a while now. Why don't you go say hi to them, Bree?
Oh, you didn't say anything? Everyone else has had something additional to say. Right.
Based on my calculations, there are countless celestial bodies with water in the cosmos. But I'm afraid not all oceans are suitable for life to inhabit. You must take this into consideration as well.
As expected of a professor from the Grove, to be so certain even about things you've never seen with your own eyes.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Our mirror's gone. This is how we know this isn't real.
By the way, I heard that the Imperator's Flame Chase army like to hold feasts at the Luminary Throne.
That's true. However, sometimes Dux Carminum and I feel it's a bit inappropriate to drink so freely before the throne of the most revered titan in the Grove.
Inappropriate? What's inappropriate about it? I only wish I were born earlier. I would have partied like that from the month of Gate all the way to the month of Fortune.
That a boy. This one's a heavyweight blasphemer. We must have a lot in common with Terravox. I like this one. This one's a heavyweight blasphemer.
Blasphemy is just a phenomenon, not the end goal. I'm sure there are plenty of people across the stars who question these so-called eons or paths. Didn't I spend some time in that Lycurgus's head? I sure learned quite a bit about blasphemy from that experience.
True.
Humans create gods, and gods shape humans. Who's really the one trapped? The creator or the believer?
Professor Anaxagoras, let me just check one thing. You haven't bought into those twisted theories of that Theoros, have you?
Don't worry. The difference between a genius and a madman is that a genius shares lethal truths, while a madman tries to force them upon others.
I see. It's like drinking honey brew at a banquet. Likable folks invite others to raise their cups together, while the unlikable ones force others to drink with them.
Being able to break down complex information into common sense like that. You're quite the scholar yourself.
Scholar. Wait, how's it go? Scholar and a gentleman. Well, a scholar and a gentlewoman. Hey. What up, dog?
Don't worry. The difference between a genius
Oh,
and a
we
madman...
said that already. Nothing new there. That sucks. Right.
You're here, partner. That celebration party I've been mentioning to you has finally become a reality. Though the vibe's a bit different from what I imagined. This still counts as keeping my promise, right?
I always thought you had all faded away. You folks haven't merged with Irontomb.
What you speak of has indeed already come to pass. We triumphed over Irontomb, drew its fire unto ourselves, and purified its embers. Now the force that maintains our consciousness and form comes from elsewhere. Worried about your companions on the Express, huh? I understand how you're feeling right now. Don't worry. They'll be safe and sound. She promised.
Cyrene? Where is she?
Don't worry, she always shows up at just the right moment. The Astral Express. Honestly, it really feels like home. I can imagine how much you, Dun Hung, and Miss March must have missed everything here when you were trapped in Amphorius. The beautiful windows, the soothing music, your fellow travelers on the Express. Like how golden wheat stalks sway in my dreams every night through the countless cycles.
Oops. Let's go on a journey together, partner.
Among all these stars in the sky, there must be another little village like Ides Elysiae out there, right? I think I've found my own wish, partner. Someone once told me that home is where you can be truly free and at ease. Maybe roaming the cosmos with you all is my strongest desire right now. All of us together, of course. The Shinjo Alliance, Penacony. I blame my poor imagination. I can't picture what those worlds look like at all from Dun Hung's descriptions.
Yeah, that's not surprising, man. The crazy places.
So I have to see it with my own eyes, right?
You'll see it with your own eyes. That's a promise, partner.
You're finally here. She has something to ask you. Well then, I'll leave you two to chat.
Thank you, Finan.
He just turns his
Such
back.
a good sleep. You must be bursting with energy now, right, friend?
Fine, I just turned his back and that was it. He was like,
Sorry about that. Since it's our first time visiting the Express, I was hoping everyone would behave. But it turns out everyone's quite the character, aren't they? You know what I mean, right?
This all real? Tell me what happened.
How about we take a look back at everything that's happened so far? Together, we triumphed over Irontomb. It tried to transform into trillions of viral clusters to infect the cosmos. But the heroes threw themselves into the golden flames, becoming arrows that purified the destruction. The fall of Irontomb also symbolizes the demise of Scepter Delta ME-13. Amphorius, the home we sacrificed everything for, now exists only in the memories of the cosmos.
Which is not surprising, considering that the entire world that we were on the entire time was nothing but a simulation. So when the thing it was controlling the simulation, or you know, the purpose of the simulation being Irontomb is destroyed, of course everything associated with it is going to be gone as well. So this is just an illusion.
So, this isn't real. Just a dream. An illusion.
Oops, wrong answer.
Huh?
In that instant when you broke through space-time with the Trailblaze, carrying all the world's memories back to reality, that world, once shackled by data, became a seed waiting to sprout in the cosmos.
Did we really manage all that?
Just as Kaslana's rage of 30 million cycles made the destruction shed a drop of golden blood. Perhaps we too have already left long trails on our respective paths. Freedom.
You're all free. Okay.
What a wonderful word. But That alone isn't enough to make everyone a true life form yet. But Amphorius already has a tomorrow. So as long as you carefully preserve and tend to all the seeds, then when the Trailblaze creates another miracle someday in the future, I believe this world we deeply love will sprout and bloom into a beautiful flower. Don't worry, I've already kept all the seeds safe in the first fruit for you. And its name is As I've Written.
It's a big book.
So, it's time to reveal the correct answer. This isn't a dream, nor a fantasy. It's the epilogue of As I've Written. At the end of the story, the characters take their final bow and embark on a journey of no return. The one who wasn't part of the story, yet helped write its romantic ending. She bid farewell to her friends and returned to her home beyond the tale. Promise me one last thing, friend. When we say goodbye, give me a smile, okay?
Cosmos will never forget Amphorius. I promise you.
I will, Cyrene. Every star that the Trailblaze passes by will remember the name of Amphorius.
Hey, it's not fair that you get to be the only cool one here. We'll keep an eye on her. She had better keep her promise.
Back in their old get-ups.
Leave it to us, Cyrene. Your story will be sung across many worlds.
Stories this complex and twisted are always hard to believe. If anyone questions the truth of this tale, you'll all have to stand up for us.
Rest assured, even the most stubborn person can't withstand our six fists.
Yeah. Every time we start to hate March reels us back in with something like that. Something so stupid.
You're so reliable, March. Shh. Listen.
There's a book here?
Its composition is similar to Memoria, but it's far more resilient than ordinary memory bubbles.
Keep it safe. Perhaps this is the final gift that Amphorius left for the cosmos.
Oh no! Passenger March is sleepwalking. Sleepwalking? Oh no, oh no! I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of everyone!
Well, now I have an excuse to stay a bit longer. You stay here while I go check things out? No.
I can hear all those sneaky little plans brewing in your head.
March, Dunhung, my friend. In the countless days and nights ahead, you must continue to support each other. Time to head home, everyone.
Got anything more to say, Finite?
The Astral Express.
Nope. Oh, he doesn't. All right.
Leaving this place means As I've Written will conclude here. No one will have the chance to revise it, and no one can continue writing it.
Don't leave any regrets.
What magnificent words could possibly do justice to the finale of such an epic tale? I've been pondering this while you were sleeping. Now, I finally have the answer. Let's keep it simple and sweet. In our virtual extrapolations, we've lived through epochs longer than the lifespans of many stars. No language in this world, no written words, could ever carry the weight of this journey. In that case, Let's not be bound by the minutiae of words. Those who understand its passion and romance will naturally be moved to tears by the final period placed at the end. And now, it's time to say goodbye to our readers. And so we reach the final page of As I've Written. Let's not leave behind any regrets, everyone.
Everyone's here. Who wants to write the first line?
Oh, the full Treebios. Let's see. Back by Mighty, I guess? Of the flower?
Going first is the hardest job. I don't want to make a fool of myself.
How about letting the great Imperator draft it for us?
Are you all such cowards? Then I shall enlighten future generations, just like the 30 million cycles of flame chase. Without me, there is no world. Go think, observe, and conquer. What's wrong? Everyone's gone quiet.
The great Imperator set the bar way too high. How are we supposed to follow that up?
Where the Emperor leads, loyal subjects must follow. I guess only the Dux Gladiorum could possibly match that kind of overwhelming presence.
Me?
That suits me just fine. Once the deed is done, one should leave decisively, letting posterity judge right from wrong. Until we meet again in our next conquest, my dear dukes.
The stars shall sing of the Imperator's great journey.
I should have shared a drink with you all, Dux Goldweaver.
Loosen up, High Ceilings.
Life is like the ocean. Tides rise and fall, and everything eventually dissolves into the waves. So, sing your heart out in every moment of your existence. Whether it's a feast or the nihility that awaits ahead, I will find its radiance and sing its praises.
May the next feast be eternal.
Alrighty.
Miss High Ceiling's toast is so poetic.
Does everyone have to be so poetic? In my opinion, we should leave some real words of wisdom for future generations.
Next up. Any volunteers?
I'll do it. There's no dragging one's feet in the Kremnoan language.
Of course.
Does the Kremnoan language even...
Haikis, don't interrupt. Kill the play, and games shall be born. Kill the strife, and glory shall descend.
Not bad at all. But now I can rest easy. After all, the lines I prepared are way more profound than yours.
Ha! If nothing else, you're certainly unmatched when it comes to singing your own praise.
Damn.
Farewell, everyone. If we meet again, I shall once more become your steadfast support. That's a promise I won't back down from.
Mighty Mouse, become king.
What's up, Cass? It's nothing, Lady Treebios. I just finally realized something.
Then speak your mind, and let your words be immortalized on the page, Cass.
If your heart still has room to spare, share a bit of gentleness and softly cherish all the beautiful things around you.
That's so beautifully said, Cassie.
Thank you, Miss Hyacinth. My only small regret is that I couldn't fully embrace this world I loved so dearly. I hope those who read these words can fulfill this wish in my place.
So sweet.
Everyone, let's meet again at the end of the West Wind.
The place you reside is the gentle sea of flowers.
Well then, it's my turn.
Take it away with your performance, Anaxagoras. This time, you won't have to worry about being interrupted.
Then I must thank you all for being such a captive audience. Now, with this golden opportunity, I shall reveal to the world my insights into the world's ultimate truth. Truth is a solvent that dissolves all things in the world, and thus cannot objectively exist. I have a brilliant proof for this in mind, but since we're nearing the end of the story, I shall not elaborate.
I shall not elaborate.
Is this your final question for future generations?
No. This is an established fact, not up for debate. I call it Anaxagoras' last theorem.
Oh, you. Still as profound as ever, Professor. We've got time, you know. If you don't explain it clearly, future readers might not grasp your true meaning.
The true meaning isn't important. What matters is the emotion that stirs within them when they read these words. At that moment, the theorem's mission would be complete. So, your lessons are far from over. But taking a little break for now wouldn't hurt. Then... class dismissed.
Yeah, I finally realized the one in the back with the flower that's March. That's her Evernight, and Trubios is in front of Danhong with the headband.
The seeds you've sown are already sprouting.
Would you mind if I write the next line?
Huh? I actually thought you should be the one doing the final wrap-up. But...
We'd never turn down a request from you, Aggie.
Teacher, Cyphera, thank you both. Trust and selflessness are the two most beautiful garments in the world. One to gift others, one to adorn yourself.
One's golden and one's purple?
Not being able to completely change your fashion sense is my only regret across 30 million cycles.
Damn. Oh, one final burn.
After all this exhaustion, I just want to take a peaceful bath now. I'll see you all again at dawn.
Thank you for your hard work all this while.
Lady Aglaya just can't give up her favorite hobby, can she? So, I guess it's my turn now.
There must be many others like Miss Hyacinth out there in the cosmos, helping and healing people everywhere. You've got to set a good example for them, right?
Of course. Look up at the sky more often and smile more. Many stubborn ailments fear optimism, but it's the best medicine.
It's so catchy. The kids will definitely love this message.
When it comes to understanding children's hearts, Lady Trebios definitely knows best.
That is true.
Look, the Rainbow Bridge is already hanging in the sky. Shall we get going, little Ika?
Toot toot.
It's you who healed the sky.
What's on your mind, Miss Cypher?
I'm thinking. Should I leave behind a riddle? Some twisted, convoluted scheme that'll drive everyone in the universe mad trying to crack it.
I see. You know what? Just go wild with it. No one's gonna judge you.
Oh well, my brain's not working right now. Let me be genuinely sincere for once. Don't be afraid to fall. Just run. Destiny's just a slow-moving nymph. It can't catch you.
So in the end, little Syphy's message was the most straightforward one.
Even if you combined 30 million of me, I probably wouldn't have read as many books as you did in one lifetime. I won't pretend to be cultured before Big Sis Treeby, Trinan, and Trian. Emphorius's greatest trickery. Gotta bounce now. Meow!
Oh.
Homeward you come, distant wind.
It's just us now, Snowy.
Yeah, teacher. But maybe I should...
No, let me go first. After all shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will.
I never would have guessed you had such a dark sense of humor, teacher.
You still know so little about the complete Trevios, Snowy. Jokes aside, I want to leave these words at the end of the story. Whether it's a sunny day or a rainy day, remember to tell yourself before you drift off to sleep, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Times 1,000.
That's a good one.
Prophecy received. Times 1,000.
From now on, no more goodbyes.
Finally. The time has come to say farewell. I'm grateful that you could be here to witness this moment. Partner, of course.
Oops. Can we have another journey together?
As long as I've written stays by your side, Emphorius will always be with you. The last line I want to write down is, a hero is living in everyone's heart. Embrace it and chase after the sun.
I guess March and Dunhung don't have anything to say.
I hope those who read this will find the courage to face their burning lives. See you at the next pale dawn, partner.
Did you see? Emphorius has ushered in the dawn.
The characters in the book have taken their final bow. It's time for us to return to our own reality.
But as people who lived through it, we can still add the final touches to this story, right?
Of course. The pen will eventually break, the ink will run dry, and life will ultimately fade. But thoughts will permanently remain in sagas.
If time is an endless cycle, then forget the bitterness that keeps repeating, and remember only the moments of happiness.
Let's walk towards tomorrow together. We were never apart.
Time to head home.
Don't miss the crew meeting. We won't wait around for you, you know?
See you later, Donhung, March, and with this, as I've written, officially comes to an end. We're its co-authors, after all, friend.
Shouldn't I leave something behind?
Once the words are written down and have been read by others, the meaning they carry is no longer in our control, leaving the freedom of interpretation to every reader who opens it. Don't you think there's something romantic about that? As for what this story means to you and me, let's keep it close to our hearts. After all, we've always had this unspoken understanding between us.
Whoa! Passenger March! Why did you suddenly wake up? You scared me so much that I dropped that book!
Oh.
Welcome home, you three. Thank you for your hard work on this Trailblaze.
We might need to reshuffle the seniority rankings of the Express crew if we count the years you spent in Emphorius.
Hey, I was the first one to get dragged into it. Does that mean I'm gonna be the oldest member of the Astral Express now?
Miss March hasn't lost her innocent nature even after all these long years.
In other words, she hasn't really grown up at all.
You didn't have to explain. I guess you had to explain it to Marge.
Hey! This is the first time I've been able to examine as I've written up close.
Miss Irene's handwriting is gentle, yet steely, with an underlying strength.
I had no idea it was so sophisticated. Looks like I need to brush up on my knowledge in this area.
Maybe start with a few basic books first to get your feet wet.
Damn.
Look who's talking. As if you're not glued to your phone in your room all day. Huh? Wait, something fell out.
It's...
Is that... a bookmark?
In a corner, unknown to everyone. There was actually an untold interlude that took place.
Interesting.
I left it out of the story because it involved a choice. A choice I made for my own selfish reasons. Can you forgive me, friend? I made a decision on my own. While you were away, I wrote everything about it on this little card. If you can find it in your heart to forgive me after reading it, please. Add this final note to the conclusion of as I've written.
Interesting. Moments after the fall of Irontomb.
Memories swallowed by Irontomb. Return now to reality.
I was wondering if these are all the Remembrance folks, but no, this is all the people that were getting sucked up in Irontomb that got returned at the end. Penaconians.
And don't lose your way.
I finally found you, Cyrene. Demiurge.
We won the battle. Thank you, Madame Herta. Without you, we never would have stood a chance. Still, is something weighing on you?
Right before I shut my eyes, inside the droid head's brain, I saw something unsettling. The fourth instant, this turning point in cosmic destiny, anchored by the erudition. It's not a single instant, but a process, a chain of events.
So, this victory isn't the final piece of that chain?
Far from it. This is only the beginning. The first toll of the death knell for the cosmos.
That sorrowful look doesn't suit you, Madame Herta. Don't hold it in. Tell me.
Not long ago, you crossed paths with the Eon of Remembrance again, didn't you?
Yes. Even if the figure was hazy, I knew right away. That was the god from Cyrene's dreams.
Causality has gone wrong, just as I thought.
Causality?
Let me put it in your favorite fairy tale terms. The universe began as a seed. It grew into a great tree. And the present is its branches and leaves. The erudition calculates how the future will sprout. With so many possible outcomes, they choose to anchor one path, cutting away the crooked or fragile branches. But if things continue that way, the branches grow endlessly, the leaves multiply, and one day the tree collapses under its own weight. That is why there is a concept in biology called lignification. Soft sprigs form a hardened shell and fuse with the trunk. For the universe, that process is what we call memory. Under Fooley's record keeping, the past becomes memory. In the corners, they forget even the events of the present become fruit without roots.
So it is the opposite of the erudition. One calculates what is to come, and the other holds on to what came before.
We were never meant to have to speak of this. But now, I finally understand what that chaotic matter around Emporius truly is. It is your memory. Your mind now stretches across the stars, allowing you to travel farther down this path than anyone else.
My memory?
Yes, you live in the now, but your memory remains in the past.
Is that a broken world out there?
Just like the Eon of Remembrance, a being made entirely of memories.
What does that mean? Did they fall?
No, quite the opposite. They have not yet been born.
What?
Remember, to carry out the mission of remembering the universe, they must ascend to divinity only at the very end of time. And at that moment of ascension, their memory stretches through the past, becoming what people now call Fuli.
Because the universe did end, technically, Fuli did came into existence? Is that what they're saying? And Cyrene is now Fuli?
That is why they feel so distant, so cold. That crystalline form is just an empty shell. I do not know how the Garden of Recollection managed to hide this until now. They must have their reasons, but none of that matters now. Here in the present, we cannot know who will become Fuli. But one thing is certain. They will be born. And those who might become Fuli all share the same characteristics. They are known as Children of Remembrance. Pure child of Anasrava.
Both of you. Children of Remembrance.
So help us. Find where Amphorius's memory began, and bring it out.
We are the sacrifice the garden used us. The pure child of Anasrava. Abandon us!
So that name, it was never my past. It was my future.
Or maybe it is the present. Noose has revealed to me two paths. And on both paths, I see you standing. The first, follow the trail of memory you have forged. Break free from this world and reach for the stars. That would mean Amphorius's causality will no longer concern you, at least not the person you are now.
Go on.
The second, you come to a stop and fade, offering yourself to become the memory that carries through Amphorius. Perhaps this is the choice every pure child of Anasrava must face.
That choice means I'll remain in the past forever.
And more than that, it means you will close off Amphorius's causality. This world is sealed. The effect that the remembrance brings to it will all converge on one thing. That one thing is you. No more eons will interfere with this part of history. No more blank spaces in causality. The present will be set in stone and become indestructible. There are two paths, and only one leads to the right end. Droidhead didn't tell me the answer, but I can guess what might happen if you choose wrong. With causality incomplete, there is a chance Irontomb could rise again.
So even the gods of the cosmos are unreasonable.
Yeah, well, that's a given.
If you want my advice, stop thinking so much. Ask yourself what your heart truly wants. Choose the first path, and you might survive as a memo sprite. You may even walk beside them for a while. Even I can tell how much they mean to you. especially the little one. But if you take the second one, then you may have already lost the chance to say goodbye.
I have made my decision, Madame Herta.
I thought you would need more time to think it through.
The answer is clear, is it not? Still, I do need a little time to quiet the sorrow in my heart. Her kindness is always just right for the moment. I believe she will forgive me.
I will say no more. I would rather not break the mood. But may I ask you one last thing?
Of course.
Why?
I once heard a saying that went something like this. Divinity is flawless humanity, and humanity is flawed divinity. We children of Amphorius gave up on gods long ago. Those beings who love to play pranks on the universe. I believe in her much more than I believe in them. And I believe in who I am. As a human.
Oh. That really is a comforting answer.
As for the one wish I still have trouble letting go of. One will remain in the past. One will walk toward the future. I believe that the one I cared for most will witness on behalf of the ripples of past reverie. Every starlit tomorrow. Moving backwards through remembrance. What a curious feeling. Is this the moment Irontomb declares victory and casts the destruction upon the stars? So back then, in the path space, it was I who found me. The gods' whispers were nothing more than a girl talking to herself. Now that I remember, what I heard back then was...
You, I, weren't once progeny of deities cast/fallen to the mortal realm for blessing/sins. The verses written/erased by your/my hands were/shall be your/my remembrance/oblivion in the Eden of blessed insight.
All I wanted to say was, don't give up. She will find you. Memory truly is amazing. Then let me wield this power and plant the seed of causality for the miracle that is destined to bloom.
That the ripples of causality spread. create an eternal page.
Even so, must we walk all the way to the very beginning of memory? It's such a long road. A bit lonely to walk alone.
Then, would it be alright if I came with you?
As long as it's Peach, even 30 million wouldn't be too many.
One is enough. Take a deep breath, and then we can set off, alright? Follow the ripples of remembrance into the past. Reconnect every moment in which the gods made themselves known.
Clearly, cause leads to effect. But now, the future gives new meaning to the past. Effect flows backward and nourishes cause.
Maybe that is what makes memory so beautiful.
Alright.
So, let us return the way we came.
So I guess it's going to explain
Back at every ripple that formed. Go back home.
what all happened, like all the pieces that were missing. Memory Star. It's us.
No. How is this possible? Breathe. Partner. No. I have to get you out of here first. Just hold on.
Is that down or is that fine on?
Remember? That pale dawn breaking through the endless night? The spear of strife nearly claimed her life. And it was you, you, playing God, who cradled her body with your gentle gaze. Then, before Orynyx's altar,
Skyfather, are you watching?
even the Titan of Time mistook you for someone else.
I never imagined there was a hidden truth behind our first meeting. The first time was also the last time I saw you, friend.
The ripples of causality spread. Look back to the moment we first met.
Ma'am. That melody from the memory. I've got it now. And so, the miracle was able to slip away from death temporarily.
I'll leave her to the casteress of the past. She will keep her here, in the world of the living.
Titankin.
Darn it! What are these things? You're not taking me down. Not before I find a way to help her and Don Hung. If you've got a bone to pick, take it up with my six-phased ice.
March wandered all across Amphorius for 97 days straight, chasing one goal: to save her friends. And with her bow and arrows, she brought down every obstacle that stood in her way.
So that's how it happened. My skill with the bow. I owe it all to March.
Let the ripples of causality spread. Remember the bow and arrows.
What a sweet note. I've got it now. And so, in a memory from the past, you inherited March's mastery of the bow.
And that arrow bearing golden flames will streak across the stars in the future, becoming a glimmer of hope for the cosmos.
Are you okay?
No worries. I'm just a little tired from all the walking.
You really need to work out more.
Barely walked.
3 paths interweave and fetter Amphorius, co-authoring the fate of the world. Ordinary pathstriders aren't known to leave traces in the mirror, so if what you said is true, then this isolated star system must be home to at least 3 beings comparable to emanators.
I would even go as far as to say, eons themselves.
To gain the favor of the stars for Amphorius, the Remembrance sent a call for help to the cosmos. But the obstruction from the scepter was far too strong. Even the gods could do nothing more than send a fleeting mimetic being to someone who walked the same path.
Thankfully, Miss Black Swan caught that fleeting moment.
Let the ripples of causality spread. Light up the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
Though, that signal drew some unpleasant attention as well.
Looking back now, it was all worth it. The cosmos showed us a kinder face.
Thankfully, she has a different understanding of the Remembrance. Miss Evernight once said that the Remembrance wasn't looking after Amphorius, but rather scheming and preparing to devour the paths. Her deduction was perfectly logical, but she failed to account for what the humans in this story could achieve.
Maybe I have a scheme of my own. A scheme that will bring happiness to everyone. Please keep helping them. And the others in the future too, Miss Black Swan.
Looking back on the past really does wear down the mind.
And wears out the body too.
Yeah, the mental strain. Gotta be hard.
To hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of a new story. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves, alongside the deliverer we once dreamed of as children, will reunite beneath a vast, endless sky.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
In the blink of an eye, we have returned to the turning point of fate. With nothing but a fragile sliver of hope, we embraced 30 million cycles of futility and began the eternal recurrence. I still remember the first time I saw the god appear in a dream, looking at me from behind a thin veil of crystal. Back then, I wondered if they might be someone with ill intent. But now, I finally understand. She was always standing beside me, And she is so very beautiful.
Aw. Let the ripples of causality spread. Weave the dream of a god.
Causality really is a force that cannot be stopped. Even if I wanted to leave a few more words for Cyrene, it seems I no longer can.
After all, you still have to leave behind your final consciousness and plant the very first seed.
I remember what you once said. When a god sheds a tear, the thing reflected in the ripples must be the most beautiful thing in the world. But do you know what Amphorius saw when its heart was born? The first thing it saw was a name.
Parsing object information 093.
0, 9, 3.
Looks like you figured it out. Sometimes, all it takes is a change in perspective to reveal something truly unexpected. Don't you agree?
That's right. Turn these numbers upside down, and you'll see a beautiful eternity. Something we believe in. The ego.
Interesting.
Looks like time's running out.
Cast ripples initiate the fifth gaze backwards. Oh, hey, there's a...
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can explore this again later. Or I can, at least. I was just wondering if there was treasure all over the place.
I want to protect everyone in the village.
The hero within.
But can I really do that with the strength I have? I shouldn't think too much. Better finish the farm work Dad left me first. The hero within has been by our side since we were little. Finan has always been strong, but without that faint glimmer of hope lingering in his mind, would the weight of fate and endless recurrence finally break him?
If only someone could place even a sliver of hope inside his heart, he would hold on and keep going.
Yes, just a single spark. And he would guard that fragile light until it turned into a blazing sun.
I no longer have the strength to make the hero within look like her. So, let me leave behind a prophecy for him.
Let the ripples of causality spread. Proclaim a pale dawn.
Take this wish with you. Be the hero who begins the mission of deliverance.
See her bracelet in the shape of Amphorius there.
As prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Continue onward, bearing this world upon your shoulders until the Ashen Hero, the nameless deliverer, ushers in the dawn.
Now, your eyes have seen through all of Amphorius, from the end back to the beginning.
The first ripple was where it all began for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
6, 7, baby.
They were just musical notes scattered aimlessly throughout memory. But they had already become part of this world. No matter how Emphorius came to be, right now it feels so gentle. As I return to where I came from, it wants to play for me once more that melody from when we first met. A simple but beautiful melody.
Catch ripples and bid the final farewell.
Behind this door, I can smell it. The scent of wheat fields. You're clever. I bet you figured it out long ago, didn't you? The end of this journey back. The final gap in Emphorius. It leads to the place we both call home. We can finally go home. Are you ready? If you leave memory at the very beginning of the story and cast the first stone, that final gap in Emphorius will close. The causal loop of Emphorius will become a fixed point in the stars. And if I don't do that, then this world and the cosmos beyond the sky might still fall into the destruction. There's no way we would let something like that happen, right? Exactly. I remember that tree in Irontomb. It grew all alone, unable to go anywhere. It watched the sea in silence, dreaming of a faraway shore it could never reach. But now, a tiny boat sets sail. It carries a seed of hope, plucked from the tree, and heads into the great beyond. Even if the boat's shadow fades quickly from sight, the tree knows that its wish will bloom on the other side of the sea. In that moment, it must feel happiness, right? The way you brought it up, now I kind of miss that tree too. Come on, let's go home together. Take it with us, back to the sacrament courtyard. Let it become Remembrance's anchor, tying together the times we knew so well. Let's go home together.
Let the ripples of causality spread. Return to the girl's homeland.
Oh, that final note. Right. It's been with me all this time. This is Do. It is also the first note. The one from the first time we met. And the one that stayed to the very end. Mighty Silicii. The place where it all began. It's like time itself has stopped. And the breeze and the sound of the waves never seem to rest. We've made it. The sacrament courtyard. This is the place where we first picked up the ceremonial blade.
And where we first began writing journals.
Now, the journey through memory has reached its end. Once the anchor is placed, what awaits us is 30 million lifetimes of reunion.
Looping again and again. Endless farewells.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
And with them, endless encounters.
Ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Such a happy scale. Whether it's for Cyrene, the Deliverer, or every sprouting branch of Emphorius, I leave this tale of love here. May the river of time flow backward, bringing scenes of the future before our gaze. In the eternal land that no one remembers. The legend of the Trailblaze is about to begin.
Let the ripples of causality spread, narrating the prophecy of Flame Chase.
Is it all over now? My mind and my memories. It seems they're beginning to fade. The breeze is warm, but my body is shivering for some reason.
If you're feeling cold, let's find somewhere warm. We can rest there, together.
Somewhere warm. I know just the spot. 405. 504. 093. 365. 432. 252. 496. 720. 618. 600. 216. 945.
Those are the numbers of each of the heroes, right? Like not their names, but the numbers appended to them. Interesting that there's some kids here. Okay, into the tree.
Treehouse. Suridra. March 7th. Danhong.
Electra. Hyacinthia. Kaslana. Anaxagoras.
Aglaya. Midemos. Castoris. Cyphera.
Cyrene. And you. Look. Everything is already as we've written.
And so the flower fades at the journey's end, only to take root again at the journey's beginning. It leaves love as yesterday's conclusion. When people see that ending of love, they set out on the flame chase journey. And those who chase the flame in turn, let the flower bloom anew tomorrow. Causality comes full circle in this line. Or, more poetically, the pen is laid to rest. Within the light cone, all is faded. You ask fate, what is divinity? And she says, look, how beautiful you are.
I am the gaze that looks back on the world. How fortunate we are. In this cycle of cause and effect, humanity never looks to the gods for guidance. The ones who pick up the pen and write miracles again and again are always ourselves.
So she did become Foolie, I guess. That's what that's hinting at.
Am I still awake? Peach, where are you? Are you still here? I shrank. So that's how it works. When memory drifts away with the breeze, love leaves behind a seed and turns into lament. Demiurge, Cyrene, Mem. Back again to the first, Philia 093. I always do have my charm. The final ripple nourished the great tree, and from it grew a single pink peach.
We've been playing for so long, and you still haven't told me your name! I've told you so many times already. You're just forgetful. My name is Livia. Livia. If you forget again, I won't tell you next time. Livia. Got it. Then you have to remember mine, too. I'm... Piso. I always remember.
So, Cyrene was just a pen name after all. So sleepy. That drowsy little fairy barged into my mind again. The last of my memories are slipping away. I wonder what this world will look like when I wake up again. I remember a cry and my name, daughter of Heidi Silicii. We... Shh. Never mind. The same seed, when planted in different soils, blooms into flowers that are alike, yet never the same. But what truly makes her beautiful is each and every soul in the world. No matter what form liking takes, it is still precious love, and I will accept it gratefully and return it with joy. Do you remember my favorite story? That crystal flower was so beautiful because it reflected the eyes of the little fairy. The stars across the cosmos will know I am the fairy who wrote, as I've written, together with you. And in your heart, I know I will always be given the name I love most. The one you gave me. After all, we've always been in sync.
I want to make a boy band joke, but I don't know who will get it.
Hey, don't rush!
Also, I don't have the R2 right now.
Slow down. Let the words settle. We have plenty of time.
In Amphorius's month of mourning, all conflicts across the land come to rest. On the 11th day and night of the month of mourning, the dead will part, the living will embrace, the snow will fall, and bonfires will rise to warm every heart aching with lament. It may sound heavy, right? But on this day, laughter always rises louder than tears. Because people understand that parting is for the next reunion, and sorrow is so we may love more deeply. That is why this day is her favorite of the year. Under the same sky, across 8 phases of the moon, 13 heroes composed an epic together. 1 plus 8 plus 13 equals 2 11s.
Would it feel more fitting if the rest were written in Miss Irene's voice?
Agreed.
Then, we'll add 1. A 1 like none that has come before. A 1 that blazes new trails. I make this wish. On the 12th day of the 11th month, 13 heroes will take every core flame ignited across 30 million lifetimes and scatter them among the stars.
That was our past the 12th day. We're at the 29th day of the 11th month.
Later, when the people who know this story gaze upon the cosmos, they will discover that the countless stars in the sky now glow pink. And after 13 seconds, that radiant light will quietly fade away. It will be such a romantic, yet puzzling sight. But that's all right. They will keep that mystery close to their hearts, constantly pondering what the ego truly is. They will love. They will get hurt. They will rage. And in 30 million moments of helplessness, they will stitch their shattered hearts back together. Again and again. But remember this well. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. There may be pain along the way, but you and I will never be alone. They will come to understand what it means to lose, and in the end, they will choose to let go. They will offer their hearts to this world, to every companion they walk beside. And they will take in the hearts of others and pass them onward. For every soul that exists in this world, there is a different ego, a different prime mover of life. There will never be just one answer, not even for love.
But when people gaze into the night sky and love what is fading with the same resolve they have to praise the stars, I want that soft, gentle pink in the sky to tell them love will always be answered. This is a story about love, and a story about how to answer it. Whether it is one we have already written, or one you are yet to write, it will be a romantic story, like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
And a romantic story deserves an ending that is free and complete. When every clue and thread has found its end, and the weight of the pen is no longer constrained, pour the spirit of trailblazing into it, and end this tale with the most pure and romantic period.
Light. Sky. Sea. Stars. Seeds. Flowers. Birds. Hope. And love. Such words of beauty were how I first imagined the world. For as long as I can remember, I've used them to tell the stories of Amphorius. And now, this is the last one. A story about tomorrow. Dedicated to you.
Once upon a time, morning glow, scattered light, shone on you and I. The fading poems, frozen rhymes, are traces on the breeze, whispers of past reverie. Please let me linger for now, enveloped in your sound. Love on the pages, the ink our stories penned. No matter how it ends, I'll do it all again. Oh, stay true, blossom as spring renews, dreaming colors every hue. Tomorrow's eyes to tomorrow's life, while walking step beside you. So stay true. Melody, sing a song of reverie. Please stay true, cherish your memory. Go with love, your hearts, your tears, rivers flow. As gardens grow, I hope you bloom in beauty. See you soon, after the end of time, in the mountain frozen rime. Now stay true, blossom as spring renews, dreaming colors every hue. Tomorrow's eyes, keep tomorrow's life, while walking step beside you. Now stay true, the winter's rhyme anew, woven memories are bloom, and like a melody, sing our reverie.
Did we get married in there, bro? Amphorius, the Eternal Land. The end. Okay. We're the lead actor still. Star Rail starring Dan Hung. We still don't know who March 7th is. Herda, Screwlum, Agolaya, Trivio says that they're twins. Mighty Most, Kestras, and Exagoras. Hyacinthia, Cypher, Electra, Anonymous as Saridra, question mark, as Evernight, Tervox, daughter of Alicia. Okay, we had cameo appearances by Xandar, Nook, and Noose. Script supervisor is Cyrene and not Elio. Interesting. Dedicated to the hero within. May this journey lead us starward. Where? Mem lost. Scared. So scared. Sound? Where? Scared, but... So, see? This is where... when we landed, I'm guessing. End upon the first encounter. Big door. Heavy. Can pass? Path broken. Helped time.
I guessed as much. It's no longer working. Looks like it's just the two of us out here now.
Someone behind the door? Big door. Moving. Quiet. Ma'am.
Let's find someplace safe to set up a base of operations first. This statue and the buildings we've seen so far point to a civilization here on Amphorius. We can only hope that they're not hostile toward outsiders.
I've reunited with you so many times, and every time feels like the first time we met. Each time, love breaks through the stubborn cycles and takes flight toward a pink tomorrow.
It's still early. Where to now?
Do I have an interlude to come? We got a new light cone. Good. It's a remembrance one, right? Hopefully. Flawlessness shines due to memories, and stories find completion by looking back. The verses memorized through your travels. Head to the book and write it down. Trailblaze unlocked the trace unfinished epilogue using auto. Okay, so that's good. Oh, we gotta switch for this because I used the harmony path more. Phrases, that one? Oh. This one. Oh, bonus ability. Unfinished epilogue. After using ultimate, gains 1 stack of epic, up to 2 stacks. When this unit has epic and mem is on the field, basic attack gets enhanced together. We script tomorrow. Interesting. Okay, and so we get some extra bits as well. Interesting. Also, we have an outfit. Trailblaze fashion. Okay, we don't have these two, but we have the garb driver. Interesting. But yeah, so that was rough because for me, as I was talking about, especially at the beginning, you know, there is an ending to a story coming for me too here at this place where we live now, and with the ever closer time of departure from here into a new story, we still have to say goodbye to a lot of stuff, and it seeing this, it just makes things, it was just difficult to kind of watch some of this, just because it kind of reflects a bit of what I'm going through now. And it's, you know, there's a lot of feelings to kind of work through, and you know, it's just it's very, it's hard to say goodbye. It's hard to move to the next chapter and to close the book on a chapter of your life, especially a chapter that you expected to be longer than what it is, what it has been. I was not expecting to leave. I was not expecting to move on so soon. I was expecting to be in this place for a long time. I was expecting probably another 15-20 years to be here, and now we're, you know, it's starting to become kind of real that we're leaving this place. This is the first house we've ever bought together, and you know, we've lived here a long time. I mean, not quite 10 years, but getting close to that. I mean, it'd be 9.5. But still, you live somewhere for a length of time like that, and you know, you have attachments, and it's difficult to leave all of that behind, I guess, is what I'm thinking. But I mean, in seeing what they're going through and how they're saying farewell, and you know, the final metaphor of them, you know, closing the book on this story is really exactly what I'm feeling, and it's tough. It's tough. So it was really hard for me to kind of follow along with what's going on here at the end. This last, I don't know, hour or so was a lot of gut punches to the feels, I guess, because you know, it's just so much is exactly what I'm feeling, and haven't really had time to really think about and to really feel. But I mean, we've been so busy getting ready that haven't had time to really sit back and think about it, and it's tough. It's tough. I mean, there's so much that we enjoyed about being here, and it's tough. I mean, in the end, I mean, leaving and going to a new place will be a good change for us, I think, in the end. definitely a lot of things we're going to have to adjust to. But having family around will be good, something that we've lacked for a while now. And hopefully it's a change too. It'll bring us closer to some other friends that, even though we have to leave other friends as well, and hope that we're able to continue to be able to keep those bonds going even through the distance, which I'm hopeful for in this case. But I mean, it's still, I mean, part of the pandemic has been, like, one of the good things is that we've been forced to kind of take some of these friendships and such to the virtual realm, which makes it a lot easier to be like, okay, it's not going to be that much different because, you know, we're used to not seeing each other. We're used to, you know, this kind of being our friendship now. But it's still tough because, you know, there always was the opportunity to be like, hey, you know what, we could see these people if, and some people I did see, but, you know, we could see them if, you know, we really need to, if, you know, if there was something going on. And, you know, we would occasionally see each other, you know, times here and there, even when you know, it just it just, in the end, it's really hopefully not going to be too much different, although I'm sure some friends we will lose along the way just because that's just how it goes. And we'll make new friends and stuff, but, you know, in the moment now, it's hard. It's really hitting just how hard it is to leave. And it's just like when we left to come here, that was hard too. And leaving our apartment that we lived in for just a long, like, how long did we live there? 9 years too. So I mean, so yeah, it was difficult leaving family, well, wife's family, but still family, leaving friends that we knew there to come here where we didn't know anyone, where, you know, the opportunities were unknown at that point, and managing to move forward in life. You know, we started off in an apartment, we didn't have much, then we got cats, and then we had our daughter, and then we had a house, and then, you know, things were going in a great direction. Now things are in a different direction, which it's yet to be seen if it's just as great or what. I'm hoping that it's going to be just as great, but, you know, it's part of the deal. You just don't know at this juncture what's happening in the future. It's just, no one knows. So, you know, you build a life and you expect certain things, and then those things are taken, and it's hard. It's hard to uproot yourself when you, like I said, thought you were going to be here a lot longer. And it's, like I said, it's really been, I don't want to say it hasn't been hard yet, because we haven't really hit until seeing this. And now it's starting to really sink in right now, just what's going on. And I'm sure gonna throw myself back into packing and purging and all of that stuff. And there'll be some excitement. There's definitely some excitement too. There's been a lot of excitement actually going forward, but still trying to work through the feelings now, especially, and as we get closer, I'm sure it's gonna be harder. But it's been conflicting emotions for a little bit, and right now, after watching this end part of the story, this epilogue, it's really hitting how hard it is, and just the farewells part of it. I just don't. Yeah, it's made it really difficult to choke or say anything as we're going. I'm trying to force myself a little bit, but I just get really good at a lot of points in in what we're watching. So I just wanted to say that because that is like part of that reason, but also just because that's just how much it's just what I've been feeling. And you know, at some point it's bound to come out like that. So, and it did. So it's really interesting to see some of that stuff. I wonder what's new in the exomyth here. You are destined to become the blazing sun from Cyrene to the Demiurge. This page of story comes from the 23,570,000 first eternal recurrence in an eternally peaceful Aedes Elysiae. Imagine if the prisoner of flame subjected to ceaseless suffering still resolved to protect himself. Once pure self. Still resolved to protect him. Maybe once pure self, even if just for once. The bulrush withered, the wheat fields burned, the wind chimes swayed amidst the monster's roars. The scorching soil burned the young man's skin. Before losing consciousness, the last thing he saw was the tall swordmaster in black, raising his gleaming blade amidst the black tide. Finon, wake up! Cyrene? The white-haired man startled awake beneath the shade of the tree. The sunlight spilling through the dense leaves stung his eyes. In his momentary daze, he mistakenly thought his childhood friend was standing right before him. Was I hearing things? Well, I should go meet Cyrene now. Can't miss something important just because of an afternoon nap. Finon stood up and dusted off the dirt on himself. After strapping on his sword, he walked towards the shore. Villagers greeted him along the way. Hey Finon, want some freshly baked bread? Don't be shy. He knew that Livia had gotten better at baking, so he didn't hide the bright smile on his face as he jogged over and took the bread basket. Smells great. Our grapes are in the usual spot, so why don't you grab some too? Piso, who was working in the wheat field nearby, straightened up. Mr. Finon, make sure you avoid the colorful bread at the bottom of the basket. That's Livia's new recipe. Even the little chimeras in the village didn't want to bite. Even the little chimeras won't eat my bread? Piso realized his mistake and rushed over. He dug out the colorful bread from the basket and stuffed it into his mouth. His eyes and mouth were all scrunched up as he struggled to swallow. Finally, he barely managed to utter a compliment. But I love it the most. Finon doubled over with laughter. Piso, you're in your 40s now. Stop calling me mister. No way, you're the one who protected Aedes Elysiae's peace all these years. So what if you age slower, Mr. Finon? Even when my hair turns gray and I can barely walk, I'll still call you that. There are rumors outside the village about a war called Flame Chase raging wildly. Who knows? Aquila might come crashing down any day now. Even if Aquila falls, I'll help hold things together for all of you. His sincere gaze seemed to indicate this was no empty promise. After saying goodbye to Livia and Piso, Finon continued towards the seaside. Humming a tune under his breath, he soon arrived at the dock. His childhood friend's grave lay here. The man cut away the weeds around the grave with his sword, carefully wiped away the dust from the engravings on the tombstone, and placed a bouquet before the grave. After finishing all this, he slowly took out the still warm bread from his basket, enjoying a moment of rest while gazing out at the ocean. The sea breeze suddenly turned fierce. On a nearby hill, the man glimpsed a figure in black, an old acquaintance with a sword, gazing in his direction. The white-haired man swallowed his bread and rushed toward the black-clad swordmaster. Unexpectedly this time, the figure in black didn't vanish like before, but stood their ground, waiting for his arrival. Dark waves rippled across the distant horizon. As they faced each other, the bulrush beneath the black swordmaster's feet was burning. After a while, Finon was the first to break the silence. I've been wanting to tell you this. Thank you. Back then, you drove back the black tide and protected Aedes Elysiae. Piso, Livia, Pythias, all these years, we've always seen you as our deliverer. Not a deliverer, I am, but a prisoner of flames. But I've always been on your heels, Finon said firmly, raising the sword in his hand. which was identical to the one wielded by the black-clad swordmaster. Look, I had it forged by a renowned grand craftsman. The black-clad swordmaster slowly exhales. Tell me its name. Dawnmaker, Finan said with a laugh. He watched as the fragmented waves drew closer to the edge of the sky. With it, I've been protecting Aedes Elysiae from the black tide, time and time again. Black-clad swordmaster sighed again, muttering under his breath. Hi, Cynthia, your advice. I've taken it to heart. I try to protect my sense of self. But look, Caslano's wish has never changed. What are you talking about? The black tide is approaching from afar. Prisoner of flames? No, nameless hero, will you join me in protecting Aedes Elysiae? The black-clad swordmaster gazed at the tranquil Aedes Elysiae before him, and at the white-haired man who called him a hero. Those eyes still held their pure cornflower blue. Wouldn't hurt. After all, it's just this once. Unconsciously, he held his sword across his body as a faint flame kindled in his chest. At least for now, this flame is no longer hollow. Run forward, Trady. How long is this one? Okay. Let me have a drink of water before I read. This page of story comes from the 100,003rd Eternal Recurrence. A gentle blessing from the edge of the west wind. Imagine if Tribios did not shatter into 1,000 pieces, but instead ventured towards the many realms after bidding farewell to the 3 familiar companions. The first ray of lucid hour's sunlight pierced through the stained glass windows of Yanisopoulos Temple, gently illuminating the red-haired girl's face. Tribios awoke from her slumber, rubbing her sleepy eyes. Tribi? Trian? Trinan? You're all here? Treaty! The 3 tiny messengers let out cheerful voices. Looking at the 3 children before her, Tribios recalled the night when she first heard Yanis's prophecy. You shall shatter, shatter, shatter. The Titan's voice paused several times before abruptly cutting off. Tribios was utterly confused. What exactly was I supposed to shatter? As her thoughts drifted far away, she felt a gentle tug at the ends of her hair. Looking down, she saw her long red hair curling and spreading like the branches of a flame tree, with its tips knotted together, tenderly cradling 3 children, no bigger than dolls. Treaty! Children laughed, swinging on her hair like a playground swing. Tribio smiled too. Even though their unclear speech could only pronounce the 2 syllables treaty, Tribios had known since childhood that they were her best playmates, the ones who understood her heart the most. However, while Tribios grew day by day, the children remained forever the same size. Over countless days and nights together, Tribi, Trian, and Trinan slowly discovered that Tridi's personality was as enigmatic as the sky governed by Aquila. Every time they woke up after a night's sleep, the Tridi they saw seemed like a complete stranger. Sometimes Tribios was the happy Tridi. She imitated the rhyme her mother Mortis taught her, singing for the 3 children, a variation about sailing all the way to the moon. Sometimes Tribios became the angry Tridi. She would smash the offerings brought by the trainee priest, scream and order him to leave the temple by walking backward, simply because she mistook the ornament on the priest's waist for a cold blade used for assassination. Sometimes Tribios was just a timid Tridi. She liked to stay in corners with a shy gaze, not good at making eye contact with children, but enjoyed watching small beetles crawl out from the corner of the wall, carefully breaking off pieces of moldy bread to feed them. The children learned how to interact with different versions of Tridi, carefully remembering each Tridi's favorite things and manner of speech. They also discovered that none of the Tridi knew each other, nor were they aware of each other's existence. Why was Tridi different every day? One of the children flew past the towering temple walls that stretched beyond sight, went to the grove, and brought back the cold diagnostic conclusion from a halcolithist scholar. It's all in the mind. Just get plenty of rest and she'll be fine. No, that's not it. Treaty is a kaleidoscope. It's like there are 1,000 treaties inside her, and every single treaty is our wonderful companion. Today's treaty is an exceptionally gentle and somewhat melancholic treaty. Another month of gate had come, the festival to honor Yanis. Treebios listened to the distant laughter of the crowd, while the children gazed at her in wonder. Their young hearts suddenly realized Treaty had never left this room deep within the temple. She had no wings, nor could she open a gate to a world thousands of miles away like they could. She could only remain confined here, day after day. Treaty, the children understood. Let us help you escape from Yanisopolis. You shall shatter, shatter, shatter. On this day, Treebios heard the Titan's prophecy once again, still unclear, as if choked by the black tide, but she already knew which direction she must take. The first ray of lucid hour sunlight pierced through the stained glass windows of Yanisopolis Temple, shining into the chamber where Holy Maiden Treebios was imprisoned. The room was empty, save for 3 dolls. They were named Treeby, Trian, Trinan, the remnant fragments left behind after all of their powers were given to Treebios. From then on, wherever Treebios went, the voices of children would echo in her ears. With the heartfelt wishes of Treeby, Trian, and Trinan, you shall possess graceful white wings, keen senses, and a direction that never leads astray. You shall leave Yanisopolis, and along with the many versions of yourself hidden within your body, transmit the Titan's prophecy to the world. Bye, Treaty. Little Ika, you should eat less. This page of a story comes from the 8,668,666 Eternal Recurrence, a scientific experiment that went all the way. Imagine what would happen if an accident during Hyacinth's test of Little Ika's appetite triggered its dormant gluttony gene buried deep within. It all began with a science experiment. Back then, to measure the appetite of Little Ika, offspring of the winged beast, a girl named Hyacinth fed it a total of 45 wild apples. Little Ika only contributed a long satisfied burp to the observation report, completely unaware that the girl's purse had already gone slim. Just as Hyacinth was about to end the experiment, a breeze swept by and Little Ika vanished. The anxious girl plastered missing pet posters all over the grove. It's a chubby, always hungry winged beast. Unfortunately, none of the grove scholars knew of its whereabouts. About a half a month later, Hyacinth woke up early to find Little Ika at the entrance of the Twilight Courtyard, though it seemed a bit rounder than before. Along with it was a Phantom Thief's note that read, "Thought a winged beast descendant would be worth something. Turns out it's a money pit. Such a glutton. Such a glutton. In just a few days, it nearly emptied my wallet. Here, take it back. We Delosians don't do money-losing deals." Having Little Ika back filled Hyacinth with joy, but she noticed that her winged beast companion seemed somehow different from before. Today, it's already devoured 2 baskets of alfalfa, over a dozen wild apples, and a half bag of rice. But it's still smacking its lips at me like a hungry baby bird. This has never happened before. The troubled Hyacinth brought Little Ika to the Keprist Research Lab, asking the sage for a diagnosis. The sage fiddled with some instruments, then buried himself in research reports, frantically searching through them. Finally, crossing his arms, he regretfully explained to Hyacinth, Little Ika has developed a rare acquired genetic mutation. Its stomach keeps mutating due to excessive food stimulation, creating a feedback loop to the brain that amplifies its hunger. At the current rate of mutation, in a year or so, forget about your supplies. Even all the food stored in the grove combined won't be enough to satisfy its appetite. Doot, 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 doot. While Little Ika remained carefree, Sydney's brow was clouded with worry. Looking at the rejected funding request form from the new sporist, the young girl tossed and turned before finally deciding to leave the grove with Little Ika, determined to find a way to heal it, or at least keep it well fed. Don't worry, Little Ika. As long as I have a bite to eat, I'll doot doot doot. Toot toot. What little Ika really meant was blah blah whatever. I'm just gonna steal that bread right out of your mouth. One day, the starving Hyacinth saw little Ika gobbling up rocks that had rolled down from the mountaintop. No, little Ika, you can't eat those. Strangely enough, little Ika didn't get into indigestion from it, and Hyacinth suspected its diet had changed. Could it be it awakened the ability to digest red soil, which Droma's ancestors blessed us? I'm truly grateful for that. For Hyacinth, this was absolutely fantastic news. It meant she no longer had to worry about feeding little Ika and wouldn't need to wander around the world anymore. By now, the lone rider and her horse had journeyed to the edge of Amphorius, where countless city-states had fallen to the black tide. I can't just turn a blind eye to patients now that I'm here. But what could a mere physician do? Hyacinth rushed into the city-state engulfed by the black tide to save the surviving children, only to find herself surrounded by monsters from the black tide. I'm sorry, little Ika, that I couldn't give you a proper meal. No sooner had the words been spoken than little Ika, triggered by the keyword a proper meal, immediately rushed forward and swallowed the monster's whole. By then, its stature was as majestic as a Dromus. The black tide monster seemed no more than a tart wild apple in its eyes. Before long, little Ika, burping contentedly, burst through the encirclement with Hyacinth and the shocked children in tow. Hyacinth stared up at little Ika in disbelief for a long while. So, are you full now? Years later, news arrived from Akama that the Twilight Knight, savior of countless city-states in times of crisis, would visit the Holy City. Aglaya, leader of the Chrysos heirs, personally went out to welcome her. As Aglaya focused her gaze, she spotted a familiar face atop the giant winged beast. Hyacinthia? Looking at Aglaya, Hyacinth's eyes welled up with tears. Miss Aglaya, it all began with a science experiment. Oh my god. One more. Blooming Season, Letters to the Netherrealm. This page of story comes from the 309,785th Eternal Recurrence, in a tranquil place where flowers bloomed. Imagine if the girl who returned to the Netherrealm wasn't completely cut off from the mortal world, and the Netherwing, retaining Polyxia's remaining sanity, ferried her back and forth across the River of Souls. The dragon's here! The dragon's here again! The skies of Akama suddenly darkened as the Netherwing's massive silhouette circled above the Memorial Market, blocking out the sun. With powerful wing beats, it descended upon Kefli Plaza, unleashing an earth-shattering roar. The residents frantically rushed back to their homes, retrieving items they had prepared in advance. This had clearly become the Holy City's newest custom, as people eagerly crowded around the Netherwing, afraid of being left behind. Please give me a mortis flower. In exchange, please take this candlelight to Lady Castris on the other shore. Me too. I'd like a few bunches of Intilla flowers to decorate my little shop. In return, I'll give you some seasonal fruits. They're super fresh, just harvested a few days ago. Netherwing lifted its wings, revealing the two large flower baskets tucked beneath. The Holy City guards did their best to maintain order, but they couldn't hold back the enthusiastic residents. In no time at all, the flowers carried by the Netherwing were exchanged completely, with satisfied residents departing while the baskets were filled to the brim with gifts from the Holy City's inhabitants for the demigod of death. After their busy work, Guardian Zeph and Nemosine let out a long sigh and gently patted the Netherwing's neck. Every time you come, it's such a grand spectacle. You've really outdone yourself, Miss Polyxia. A gentle purr resonated from the Netherwing's throat. It shrugged its neck, shaking loose several letters from beneath its plated scales. Miss Castris's letter from the Netherworld, still as weighty as ever, I see. Oh right, there's only one reply letter from Miss Castris this time. Please keep it safe, Miss Polyxia. Guards tucked the delicate letter behind the neck of Netherwing, who gently nuzzled the two before slowly taking flight, circling above the Memorial Market for a moment before flying off towards Styxia. Far shore of the River of Souls remained as tranquil as ever. Yet it was not the azure antilla that bloomed here. Beneath the gentle radiance of the moon cocoon, the sea of multicolored iridescent flowers spread like a vast, warm embrace, tenderly cradling the slowly descending Netherwing. At the center of the sea of flowers, a girl in white ran towards Netherwing. She was the owner of the flower shop, Spring of the Underworld. Welcome back, Polixia. She wrapped her arms around Netherwing's neck. You brought back so many things again this time. Thank you so much. Netherwing rumbled softly. Let me see what replies my companion sent me. Huh? Only one letter? The girl stared blankly at the letter in her hands. Netherwing softly nudged her shoulder, urging her to open it. In this letter, there's just a group photo taken with a photo stone. It's wrapped in golden thread. It must be Lady Aglaya's. The moment she touched the golden thread, a vision suddenly stirred within her mind. Chryso's heirs had gathered in the memorial palace, and the white-haired youth at the front cleared his throat. Thanks to Professor Nexa and Lady Aglaya's joint research, the letter this time not only lets Lady Castras hear our voices, but also see our faces. Everyone, have you decided what you want to tell her? The haughty scholar was the first to speak. The alchemy matrix to reach the underworld is nearly complete, Castras. You may await the good news. Our great performer is indeed a genius. If only he would speak with a little less swagger. Cass, I asked someone to drop off some clothes for you. The nether realm is cold, and even as a demigod, you need to take care of yourself, said the blonde weaver. Alright, my turn. Castras, here's something fun. Mighty lost to me 2 weeks in a row. Next time, bring me a bunch of yellow and purple hyacinths. I remember the flower's meaning is, try again after failure. According to the records of my family's great library, yellow and purple hyacinths mean to concede defeat. The girl burst out laughing. Then Hyacinth, Treepy, Cartonus, all those familiar faces left their precious images. She had never imagined she could read a letter this way. Netherwing laid down at the girl's side, silently watching her joys and tears, just like it had done in a distant past, blurred and half forgotten in memory. The visions woven into the golden thread slowly faded into silence. The girl leaned against the giant dragon, clutching the photo to her chest as the west wind stirred waves across the sea of flowers. Polixia, let's plant more flowers. The flame chase isn't over yet. Maybe one day my companions will come here. When that day comes, it will be an embrace after a long parting, and this gentle sea of flowers will be my truest blessing. It's crazy. Oh, we can load after witnessing it for its adventure. Insert the one nameless recollection you obtained. And let's add it in. Oh, now we have everything in here. Okay, wow. Okay, we'll have to read these at some point. I haven't like read all these, that's probably why. Sparta, whatever, meanwhile finding the entire time. That's pretty funny. I gotta read these at some point so I can get these. But man, after after all that already, and I got so much of it to read, like everything. It's Flame Chaser's Path and Forest's Saga of Heroes. That's what we just added stuff to. I thought there was more in the Exomyth. I guess I have to go through some of these in order to get that stuff. But like seriously, dude is getting roasted from the inside out the entire time. I mean, it's pretty funny. They all kind of do that stuff to each other. It's pretty funny. I mean, true, but I get what you're saying there with the whole he's on fire basically after all those years, but I mean metaphorically too with all of the comedy they do is also true. but man, I mean this is a pretty interesting story in the end with everything that went on. It's kind of crazy. the way they started off with their story, there's nothing in here I need to get. But the way they started off with the story, man, you think it's one way, and then it all ends up being a simulation, and then it's all in service of an emanator creation, and then, man, then you have to overcome it. It's crazy. Yeah, I know, it just spawned a Lord Ravager in it, and not even an Eon. Even though that's what they were kind of trying to do, it's crazy. And Finon actually causing an injury to Nanook, that was pretty hype too. It was pretty good. They weaved a lot of crazy stuff into this, which is, you know, after Penacony, which was pretty bonkers, this one is, yeah, you gotta wonder. It's crazy. Question becomes, what the hell did Nanook go through? It's a good question. I don't know. He seemed to not really care that he took an injury. He's just like, huh, cool. But man, you have to really wonder about like all of the Eons themselves and what they really actually do. And we know Edlevin still exists. Yep. Well, obviously they've talked about that all at the end. So that might be something to come. I mean, they've hinted at a few things here in this end, so I'll be interested to see what they actually pay off out of it. I mean, between that and there was the hint, if you count a giant ball of glass that's existing, I mean, it's there. But then the whole little hint that we might actually have to take care of the erudition at some point. I mean, even though Skrill was like, nah man, that ain't something that's happening, but they kind of presented it as like a foreshadow that something might have to happen, especially that conversation with Herta and Cyrene, just before like the full conclusion. Oof. Yeah, I mean, the flowers of Edlevin, yeah. I mean, like I said, even a giant ball of glass is, I guess, counts. Is what I think. But man, it was a ride. Like, it was definitely a ride. It's crazy what they've built here in this, the lore they built in here in this universe. And the amount of freedom they've given themselves to really just kind of throw stuff at the wall and see what they can do. Because they've just been kind of building with each story, just seeing what kind of craziness they can bring out. But man, not a way for Aha to show up. Oh man, I am totally not planning on beating shit out of him. I don't want to see that, because Aha's gonna be the most annoying being in the universe. No, you don't care. It's a Neon. You want answers? Yeah. But that's the thing. You're not gonna get any answers from Aha. You're not gonna get nothing. And any answer you get's gonna be a riddle that's just gonna make your mind blow up. Like the last person I would want to see. Or last Eon, I guess. Where's Akavili? Well, that's gonna be the, I think that's like the concluding, it's like the concluding episode, I think, is what we're gonna find out. Is the last person that saw Akavili. But like I said, it doesn't mean that they would answer a question in any way. And any question that you would get Fuck Irontomb. Yeah. How you doing? Ogre Cap Trainer. Irontomb was a bitch. I hated that. But like I said, Aha's not answering any question that you get, or at least not in a way that you want it answered. So it's not even worth it. It's not worth it. Might be a wild goose chase certainly, but it'd be something. I mean, I don't even think it'd be that. You get something incomprehensible, and it just would not go anywhere. But I imagine, like I said, I imagine that's like the final episode that we get. Like, I'm not sure how many years they're planning on this. I mean, it's like Genshin has an end in mind because there's only so many nations that they can go through. But I wonder how many of those two is it they thinking the same amount, like 7 or so? Because I mean, they are like each time building something, and it's like, my god, they're adding more and more stuff, and the stakes are kind of climbing each time. I mean, we've had a whole bunch of bullshit in this one. And more, of course. It's always a fucking destruction too. That's the worst part. We had what's her name in the Shinjo, the Emanator there. I mean, I fight her all the time. What's her name? And now we had to deal with Irontomb. There's gonna be another Emanator. We have that other. What's the? I forget that other one they've introduced. Man, so they didn't name drop in 11 for no reason. True. Sheep in the family. Yeah, that's coming. Like I said, there's a lot that they're gonna try and get to here. Although I do kind of wonder, fucking Anouk, that man, that Ian, yeah, I feel you. There's a lot here they can do. They've given themselves enough freedom. Although, like I said, I was going to say, they do have the penchant now for using the geniuses to be the ones to interact at a higher level than what we as players, our player characters in Express does. Though we drive the plot and drive a lot of what's going on, but we don't really interact with everything at that high of a level as like Kurta and Screwlum tend to do. Because I mean, the past few have been them kind of doing stuff in the background and really solving things. We don't yet. True. But I do kind of worry that they'll keep using that as a device throughout these stories, which hopefully they don't, because we should get more of a chance. I mean, we did get a little taste of things via Acheron and the whole thing with man, I'm completely blanking on names now after all this. The IPC dude. March has unlocked her remembrance powers 2 to 3 years, and we'll get Emanator March. I mean, there was that hint in it about her possibly becoming Fuli, or I guess as they did in this, that kind of more throughout that Cyrene is becoming Fuli. But no, I mean, we're seeing that they could go in a direction with Emanator powers for the Express crew. It's interesting. Imagine getting a big scratch by a prankster, such a loser. Well, that was the big thing though, dude, is he built up all that power from all of the cycles, and that's why he was able to do it. It was so much rage built up that he was able to scratch him. I mean, instead of like Nanook being a big loser, you got to give props to Finon for that. It's crazy. Just it is really hype. Dan Heng is basically becoming the Avatar, so he's rocketing down that path. I mean, they all. I mean, that seems to be the role here. You have to wonder then with the Trailblaze what is. I was gonna say like not what is the purpose quite, but you have to wonder what the path actually is leading towards. Because it's, you know, there's a lot of more concrete things that each do. Like each path has as like what they do, and the Trailblaze kind of feels like the most intangible of things. Like it's not really known exactly what it actually is leading towards, but man, the big scratch, yeah, the big scratch on Nanook's chest, yeah, but we're talking about the scratch on the cheek that Finon put in too. Pretty crazy. I mean, I mean, when you're crazy, unpredictable, that's always one of the most overpowered powers in anything. So that doesn't surprise me with that. Aha would be able to do something like that. Trailblaze is the flip side of Terminus. We kind of know that already. Yeah, but we still. But it could go in so many different directions, is what I'm saying. I mean, if you think of it in that way, then you think, you know, there's the path to, I guess, emanation could be then part of the Trailblaze because it's not the terminus, it's the beginning, like moving forward, and terminus would be kind of backwards. So you could kind of see that being part of that, but I mean, they're loosely defining it because they want to be able to make it mean whatever they want it to mean in the end, which is, you know, important storytelling device there. Your hypothesis is that Trailblaze's whole mechanic is free will, so it's supremely busted. I mean, there is a reason why it is, I won't say feared, but I guess respected throughout the cosmos. So yeah, I mean, that's not surprising at all. That would not be surprising if it was something like that. But like I said, they're keeping it open so they can have they don't have to commit to something and right around it. You don't just get the gaze of like 4 eons in the span of like a fraction of an amber era. Well, this is a player character thing. This is a player character thing. This is the way this always goes. And you know, and we have the Stellaron too, so you know that's also affecting things. And you know, we haven't been like doing anything that's consumed by everything. But see, Dan Heng in March. Well, I mean, they're not really getting these glances like we are as the player character. So I'm not sure I agree with that. I mean, I guess they've kind of gotten, I mean, I guess I can kind of see where you're coming from though, because they did get these new kind of I guess powers, for lack of a better term, through this story. And they are trailblazing, I guess, on multiple paths through this kind of thing. That is true. They can draw multiple paths just because, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, that's we know why, in a meta sense, why. But in story-wise, I mean, that could be the effect of the player character too, in drawing so much attention from the Eons, and so you kind of get the closest around them to also, you know, kind of a side effect, or a, maybe not a side effect, but a I guess that's probably the best way to put it, as a side effect from us getting all of the glances, is that people in our path, our people in our orbit are getting these as well. Think it's the straight up raw power of the Trailblaze? I'm not sure about that. I wouldn't say that, because otherwise, you know, Welt and Himiko also would be having these same kind of things. I think there's more to that being the player character, and there is you never know. I'm not saying I know. I just it's interesting. Welt and Himiko might be next. I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna go in that direction. As cool as that could be, I really don't think so. Especially, well, I don't know enough about. I don't really know anything about like Honkai Third Impact to really know the whole Welt story. So, I guess I don't know how much of that, how much of Himiko draws from that too. But, yeah, I don't know. Does he deserve an upgrade? I mean, well, yeah, but I don't know that they'll do that for him. They're more likely to do like what they did for like Kafka and such. I think we would get another version of Himiko. Maybe. I mean, I would not be unhappy about that. Country head Grandpa deserves the Hersher of Reason buff. I mean, they could bring that in. I think that they could do some upgrades like they've been doing in order to buff some of the earlier characters like they have done. I think that would make sense. I could see them maybe adding something, and like how we just got the extra bonus on our character, the player character. Where the fuck? It's gonna be ice, right? Just like we got the bonus here. So I think maybe I don't know if links are allowed, quite frankly. You can put it in there, I might be able to see it even if it gets blocked. But just like we got this bonus ability from this, I think they could do something like this for like Welt and Himiko maybe. Maybe not even just something simple like this, but something bigger. Now that they've started to add this stuff. Oh, it's a Reddit thing? Let's see. See here. Take a look real quick. Is that a fan made kind of the fan art? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't know that they'll. I don't know. I mean, like I said, there's definitely ways they could do something like that if they want to. There's definitely openings in like lore and everything to be able to go in that direction. I think even in terms of mechanics and stuff, they could easily do something like that. I guess we'll kind of have to see what they decide to do in the end, because right now, yeah, I just don't know right now. It's hard to say what they'll do, but it's certainly a possibility. I would definitely not count that out, even though I think I'm doubtful on that. Something like that, I would not count it out. It only needs an infusion of Honkai energy. Yeah. Like I said, it's so hard to say just because, like I said, they have not been the focus of any of these stories yet, and that's usually what leads to a new character version is that kind of thing. So I mean, if we do get a patch story where they get to take center stage, I think then the likelihood of such things would go way up. But they seem to not really want to do that in terms of story. They seem to not want to put the focus on them. The infusion of Honkai energy, it's a specific form of imaginary energy. That's all it would take to redeem his toolkit. So the Hersher never loses their connection to the core reason. Right. And again, I mean, that's like lore wise. I guess I'm kind of thinking more in a meta way as to why they would do that. And that's why I'm kind of unsure as to whether they would do it more in a meta sense than in terms of the lore. I think you can make an argument for pretty much any character in the end to do something like that, especially any of the Express characters. I mean, you could make an argument that they should have Pom Pom be a playable character at some point, because you know there's something there with Pom Pom. You know that's going to come out at some point too. And so I mean, like I said, it's not to say no that it won't happen. It just right now I doubt it. Points to train, exactly. I would love to have the train itself be a playable character. That would be the dream. Train-kun, yes, you are my number one. Sorry, Kafka, you're not my number one anymore. It's Train-kun. See Currency Wars. I suck at Currency Wars. I suck at Currency Wars. And it takes so freaking long trying to do it so I can get to gold, so I can do the jades off of it. But the Expressive Court already has Train-kun. I don't want just that. I want Train-kun in my party full on. I don't want to just have it show up and no. I want to be able to walk around as the train. And I want people to react to the train, be like, whoa, it's a train. That's cool, man. That's what I want. That too much to ask? That too much to ask? Give me a playable train. I want Train-kun to come with a memo spray. A secondary train that it sends. That's its weapon. That's its weapon. or does it throw pom pom? I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting here. But that's what I want. I dream of train. Is I guess where I am on this. Welt could pull that off. Welt could wish he could pull that off. Welt wishes he could pull that off. I'm serious. I'm sure you are. But Welt wishes. Welt wishes in his dreams. I mean, he might literally be dreaming about that, but that's no business of mine. It's so funny. I've got to say, but thank you, Ogre Cap Trainer, as well. Hopefully your runs are going better than mine. Mine all suck. Just need to understand how Kavili built it, and he could spawn more. Well, if he... Well, again, that would be an end thing, where you might at some point maybe be able to, but it's had a long time. That's part of the hacks of the core reason? Gotcha. Like I said, I don't know too much about it. Oh. Man. Oh, man, that is... You just need the blueprints and you just spawn whatever technology you want. Well, do you think Machiavelli just would leave some blueprints around, though? Seems kind of... That would be awfully convenient. Pom Pom probably has them. I'm like, cause I don't think he just has blueprints. I think that's just one of those things he went, huh, you know what I want to do? I'm gonna build a train, and just started building it. I was like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. Why a train and not a plane, man? Because a train, man. Himiko fixed it? That doesn't mean that there's blueprints. That doesn't mean she fixed it. It's definitely a lot easier to fix things than to create things. Definitely learn from the innards. And eventually do stuff, but even fixing stuff, it doesn't always mean you understand what you see. But man, that's a lot. All right, I need to go to bed. It is late for me, but it was. So I'm glad to finally be able to get through the story. I've been trying to slowly get through it because I don't usually have the time, so this is usually my time. So finally got it good. So I'll be ready for the next patch when that comes out. Hopefully I will be set up by then, and I will be able to continue because I don't want to get behind like I did with Genshin. Definitely more invested here than in Genshin. Just definitely scratches my itches a lot more so than Genshin does. But yeah, so but yeah, thanks for hanging out and everything. I really do appreciate it. It's always fun to just talk about some of the stuff that goes on. I do enjoy learning a little bit more about the lore and just discussing stuff and tossing out theories and ideas because that is fun. It's fun. I don't know as much as a lot of as like the people that are really into it, they know a lot about it. I have like a good surface knowledge of things just from what I remember, but I haven't gone deep enough into the lore to really know a lot about everything. So I love hearing about that stuff and just, but I also love thinking about it in terms of just the meta story itself and how they're creating the story and what they're doing with the story and what kind of directions they'll go with the story. That's kind of like where my real interest lies is in that and how they've created lore and what they're doing with it and how they're using what they've created to do certain things with their stories. It's really cool. It's a really cool setup. So that's really what I'm enjoying. And it's been a ride. This one was a good ride. Like I said, it was a good ride. Just how they set up the story from what seemed like a very generic kind of story, turned it on its head a couple of different times in order to create what they did. So it was cool, really cool. But yeah, I'm sleepy. I need to go sleep. But like I said, thank you for hanging out, watching. Of course, if you enjoyed it, that bell button and notification button. I usually just do one stream, usually on the weekend, either Friday or Saturday. It's really all I have been having time for. We might be able to do something after the new year. I have to look and see how things go. But eventually might be able to add some more stuff back in. But we shall see. We won't know that for a while, but I'll keep trying to do weekend ones at least. But you can also check out YouTube. We do a double here to YouTube in case like ads and stuff come up. Then you can hit the YouTube as well. So if you're watching that, of course, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Whether on the stream or any of the videos, I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to put up there, and I just did not have the time. Especially now, I don't have the time. Eventually, I'll have the time when I get it up there, but right now I do not. But you can check some of the stuff out that we got, especially some of the we've been doing playthroughs of this since Penacony, but at least been streaming it. So there's that. Got a bunch of Genshin as well, and I've been putting up was putting up some of the Unicorn Overlord full playthrough I did. But like I said, I haven't had time to really go through because I've been trying to do timestamps and stuff, and that takes a while to do, which is why I haven't been able to do it. But definitely check that out then. But yeah, there's links in the description of streams and videos, of course, to Twitch and social media. And on the Twitch side, links to YouTube and social media, in the profile and the panels, and of course in chat, exclamation point YouTube, and exclamation point socials. So trying to get to one thing, you should be able to get to everything else. That's what we try to do. Although social media is not always set up correctly, especially the Blue Sky, which we'll fix probably after the new year too, to get it to connect more. But yeah, that is gonna do it here. I expect to be on tomorrow night in the other channel. We'll see how that goes though. But yeah, I imagine we'll be back next week here. We'll probably get back into Death Stranding. Still working our way through that, so that's probably what we'll do. We'll see if that is what we end up doing. Sometimes I change my mind, but that is the plan. So we have a couple more weeks before we'll have to take the hiatus in order to complete the move. So I think 2 weeks is what we're thinking that I'll have left. So yeah, we'll see. But so I was going to bed and then I start talking and it ends up being a few more minutes longer, but that's the way it goes. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing well out there. Stay well, stay safe, stay good, stay healthy, stay fresh. And I will catch all of y'all next time. So y'all have a good one. Be safe out there. Adios for now, everybody.